King Kop-ish.
Main free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, be the best, we come again. Kop-ish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap and drifty go on tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kop-ish, this is Kop-ish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kop-ish, this is Kop-ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-ish.
Good evening, lovely people, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, do smash that like button, subscribe. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about this evening. Xabi Alonso is the top target for Chelsea Football Club as they look for a new manager. Konate's contract hangs in the balance as the defender's contract sees to elapse in just over a month and a half. Bowen has once again been linked to Liverpool as it looks like West Ham could be getting relegated, and Arne Slot is set to be backed in the summer and looks to be staying. Before we get into all of that, people, let's have a little word from our sponsors, okjersey.com.
This video is sponsored by OK Jersey, rated an impressive 4.5 on Trustpilot, people. And with the World Cup coming up, you are going to want to make sure you grab one of these jerseys. £15 is all you have to spend for these impressive jerseys, and you can rep your country and your flag properly. Make sure you hit the promo code Kopish, Kopish, for a further 8% off. Visit okjersey.com now. Go and grab yourself a shirt.
Go and grab yourself a shirt. Indeed, the World Cup is not too far away, guys, so make sure you don't delay. What's going on, boys? How are we doing this evening?
Trying very, very hard to stay composed in a world full of foolishness.
Well, let's start with the rumours today coming out that Chelsea are in for Xabi Alonso and is their top target, and the rumour is that Xabi Alonso is not against the idea. Matt, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts on the rumour that's come out today?
It don't surprise me because Chelsea are always gonna go after a manager that had experience. They go through managers how I was about to say something mad, but they go through a lot of managers, innit? It's frustrating for us because we did think at one point Alonso might be a candidate for Liverpool. Doesn't look like it's the case. It looks like Alonso does want to go to managing the Prem, and he can't wait around for Liverpool forever. I think if we went for him, it'll be a no contest. I think he would choose us over Chelsea, but as things currently stand, we can't put ourselves in that race. It looks like Alonso, if he gets the option to manage Chelsea, he will go there and it'll be another manager that we would have missed out on. Whether you think he's the perfect manager for Liverpool or not, because obviously everyone's got their favourites, whether it's Enrique, Nagelsmann, Alonso, whoever, Iriola, whoever that manager is, but he's definitely probably a lot of people's top 5, and we might as well take him off the list now, innit?
With all due respect to everyone who wants Alonso, though, Matt, was he ever on the list? Because he's been there for a couple of months now, and I'll be honest with you, if he was on the list, I think Liverpool would have moved to get him at the risk of maybe losing out on him. I don't think he's ever been on the list since he rejected us the first time round, bro, if I'm being honest. I genuinely don't think he's a priority.
No, but if you make a list, I don't think he... When he rejected us, I still think he might have been there. Sounds crazy. I think Liverpool just would have been like, okay, that we can't do it. That if an opportunity arises at some point and his opportunity arises, then maybe we do something. But I don't know. I'll be shocked if all of a sudden you went from #1 candidate to you're just not on the list no more, because he was the #1 candidate, wasn't he? He was the #1, and he rejected.
Maybe they're in their feelings because he rejected them.
Maybe.
A lot of people, to be fair, didn't want Alonso to come in, though. A lot of people weren't certain whether he would be the right person to come to Liverpool. Is
Yeah,
this
I'm still
is
not
this a
that certain
reaction
of
to
myself.
is this a reaction to Slot potentially not going as opposed to people actually wanting an Alonso though? Because there's a large portion of the fan base that didn't actually want Alonso to join the club. Or do you think that's changed over the last couple of months?
I think there are definitely people who would have changed their mind based on how crap Liverpool are doing, that they just want any form of change now. Like no matter what it is, they just want change. So I think that might be some of the people. I for one am somebody who wouldn't be annoyed if we got him at all. Like I wouldn't be annoyed if we got Alonso. But I am also one of the people that's slightly skeptical whether the football would improve in terms of entertainment. And I don't like the idea of him playing a back three. I know he could change that, but the talk was that only at Real Madrid he went to a back four because Perez said, "Ain't no way we're playing a back five here or a back three." So he was forced to do it. Maybe if he came to Liverpool, he would go back to what made him successful. So I'd be worried about playing a back three all the time. But I still think he is one of the better managers out there. And I think the worry becomes if you don't get Alonso and he goes Chelsea, Man United, a few other clubs, they'll be looking for managers as well. So you're what is a very small pool of managers that you can trust with the job loses one of those candidates, and then it becomes a situation where you're like, so who do you actually really get who's got like that quality where it's almost not a guarantee, because management's never a guarantee, but a much higher chance of it being successful? I mean, I think that's what a lot of people are worried about, to be honest.
If we believe that Xabi Alonso could be one of the best managers around, though, why would everyone be against the idea of a back three, considering you won the league with that formation? And that would be the main reason people would want him if he won the league and went invincible. Why is the back three then an issue?
Well, he won the league in a country that's very different to England. And we all say that stylistically, we all say how easy it is. There's poor defending, high lines, all that kind of stuff. I don't think back threes really work in a country where a lot of the time we will be playing against low blocks and stuff like that. And you can get random success from the three at the back. I know we've seen it, but it's not sustainable success for me based on the evidence. Even some of the best managers in the world who've won with it, the following season it hasn't quite gone the same because people have figured it out, etc., etc. So yeah, I think the back three can get you short-term success. I just don't think it can be a long-term plan. And if he's a manager that wants to play all the time, we'd have to put up with a lot of frustration. Because a lot of people, and I'm not even saying this after the fact, because I remember the stress I went through wanting him to do well. At Leverkusen, it was a lot of late winners and like tight games and stuff like that. He didn't blow the whole league away. I know there was a few games where they did do really well. I remember one Bayern Munich game, they battered Bayern Munich. But if you go and watch generally how it was a lot of last-minute winners and tense and like anxiety-filled moments as well. So I just worry that Alonso's style of football would be unentertaining in the Premier League. But again, I'm not against him coming in. That's just me showing one form of reservation of like, okay, let's not just all act like it's going to be rosy. What could go wrong? So those are just the things I think could go wrong about Alonso.
First, Matt, the idea of Alonso going to Chelsea, does that damage his Liverpool legacy? And plus, do you think that's the right move for him at this stage in his managerial career?
Don't think it's the right move. I think if you go Chelsea with what they have right now, there's a lot of work to be done. And Chelsea always give this spiel about they're going to give the manager time. You know they're not going to give the manager time. Do you know what I can see happening? Alonso going there, not being given the right amount of time. They're going to have, if he does want to play a back three, he's going to need different profile of players. They're going to need how many transfer windows? It's going to take a long time to get that right. So he will get sacked or he will leave.
Is that much different from taking a Liverpool job, though?
No, I think there's more tools at Liverpool. The thing is at Liverpool, like, all right, I'll give you an example. Who's Chelsea's best player? It's Cole Palmer, right? Cole Palmer, right?
Or Reece James, maybe.
Or Reece James. Cole Palmer hasn't, remember, Cole Palmer hasn't played well for like 18 months, bro.
No, more like 12. 18 months is a bit harsh. More like 12.
I haven't seen that much from Cole Palmer personally for like 18 months. I think he was doing all right, doing decent, and then he just done.
A lot of injuries, isn't it?
And it was bare hype with Cole Palmer. So, okay, he's their best player. Then you probably go maybe João Pedro next. After that,
Reece James, Cucurella's very good. Caicedo.
they got no. They've got good players, but they haven't got players that you look at and go, would you say Chelsea got a good spine of a team? They need a new goalkeeper. Yeah.
I think Chelsea the opposite. Saying that, I don't even know if we have a great
Hear what
spine.
I'm gonna say. They need a new. All right, and then we'll compare Liverpool. They need a new goalkeeper. They've got no top quality centre backs. All their centre backs, I've been saying for years, they're exactly the same. Their midfield, they've got Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez is like he wants to leave. So you got one good midfielder, so you can count him in the spine. Then I guess you could have...
that's a little unfair, bro. Santos is a pretty decent player, and Lavia, if they can keep him fit, is a good player. They do have good midfielders.
But Lavia is fit. That injury-prone brother that's only available
recently. He's been fit recently, Lavia, though.
Yeah, he's had like, what, 4 or 5 appearances? But, bro, you can't count on Lavia for a season.
Well, I just wanted to not leave out, because I think Santos is good as well.
But they're talents, but I wouldn't say, like, all right, if we're going to do that then, because remember, I was going to do the comparison to Liverpool. If you want to compare, say, Santos and Lavia to what we have, we collapse them all day. Like, even if our players are in bad form, like the quality of midfielders.
Other than Endo, I think our players are better than theirs. Other than Endo,
then you
could argue though the opposite, that Caicedo is better than all of our pivot players potentially.
Yeah.
You could, but then if we want to be technical, I mean, I'm not technical, but I could just throw Soboslai in there and say, but he's not a DM. So they got a DM then. They've got a DM. We don't have a DM. And then they've got a goal scorer midfielder in Enzo Fernandez, who I don't think is going to be there personally. I think he wants to leave. And the wide areas are dark for Chelsea, just like us.
Esteban, they have got, in the same way we'd say we've got Rio, they'd say they got Esteban.
Yeah. And Esteban's probably is ahead of Rio. So that's true. They got Esteban. But in terms of as a collection,
better than all our wingers now that Mo's gone.
True, they got one player, and then forward line they got João Pedro. So if you want to compare forward line, you would say
also Neto is probably better than all of our other wingers. Salah's going. We haven't got any wingers apart from.
I'm picking Gap over Neto, bro. I'm being honest, bro. I am. You haven't seen Neto.
Not as an actual winger.
This Neto is trash. You need to watch him.
But he's scarier. He's scarier for the opposition than Gakpo from the wide areas,
bro. Neto ain't doing nothing. He just runs. He ain't doing nothing.
But at least he's got pace and he can run in behind and stuff.
But bro, this notion that he has, but if you got pace and you literally run off the pitch.
No, but he's not like a player. Once he gets on the ball, he don't know what he's doing.
I'm gonna be honest, Have people actually watched Chelsea this season and seen how bad they actually are?
They are.
And especially
kind of only one of their shining lights. I know he hasn't been amazing, but he's kind of one of the only players who look.
No, their shining light is the boy you wanted, João Pedro. He's the guy for them.
Yeah, he's the crown jewel for them at the moment.
I promise you, I'm not saying it's just a thing. Pedro Neto, every Chelsea fan is fed up with him. They're fed up with him. They want him soul drift. No one wants him.
In 32 games, Neto's got 5 goals, 4 assists. In 34, Gakpo's got 7 goals and 5 assists. And Gakpo's also played up front this season as well.
This is Gakpo's worst season. If we do career, Neto's finished.
Look, I'm just saying, like, it's very...
Do you know what I mean? You can only go off now, innit? You can only go off now. And this terrible version of Gakpo is still better than that terrible version of Neto. I don't think Neto's ever hit 15 GA. Ever. If I took a guess.
Chelsea, last season, he got 10 GA in league. This season, he's on 9 GA in the league. The season before that at Wolves, he had 11 GA.
He definitely isn't as good as Gakpo on stats, but I think he's a more dangerous winger, though.
No, he used to be. I'm not denying what he used to be. Neto, when he first came to Chelsea and when he was at Wolves, obviously he had to get over an injury. I don't know what's happened to him, bro. This version of Neto is bad, bro. Bad. Maybe it's psychological. I don't know. Maybe psychological. I don't know, but I can only go off what I've seen this season, and he does look really bad. He doesn't even look like the same Neto.
He's definitely not been the best, that's for sure.
So, but then you can say the same thing to Cody Gakpo. He's been terrible as well. What I'm saying is, though, I think to answer your question, Carl, there's surgery at both teams, to be fair. I just would maybe back. Obviously, I'm going to back Liverpool because of my team, but I think it's more to do with Chelsea always look like they don't know what they want to do.
Yeah.
Like, bro, they look at like they keep changing manager. Their style of play obviously changes very frequently. Like obviously once a new manager comes in. Remember, Maresca, Matisse. Before then, it was Potter. Big up Matisse, but like they've had so many different managers, and like something changes, but Chelsea haven't really done that much. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. When I look at the two squads though, and the
I
surgery
still
that
think we're
needs doing-
stronger. We're a lot stronger.
Yeah, we got a much better squad than Chelsea.
Yeah. So I would say Alonso
I don't
would
think
have
it's
should have more of a
I think we
better-
have a better squad, but I don't think it's night and day, guys. I'll be real with you.
You don't think it's night and day?
Not night and day.
What? Name me one centre back that's good that compares to Virgil or Ibu.
No, I hear that, but then I could turn around and say they're fullbacks. I mean, they're right backs for a start. We ain't got anything close to that.
That's true. That's one position on the pitch.
I'd arguably say their pivot positions with Enzo and Caicedo is ahead of Grav and Mac.
Are you basing it off this season? Just because Enzo scored? Because I could flip that and say, I'll just put Soboslai there.
If you're putting Sobo there, then we've got
do you know what I mean?
a conversation. But then again, there's an argument to say there's not much between Palmer and Wirtz. When they're both at their best, there genuinely isn't.
But when has Palmer been at his best?
Well, Palmer was probably, I'd say last season.
Are we basing this off like how you remember them being or what they are now? Because there is a difference.
Well, you kind of got to do the same for both teams because neither team's been great this season.
No, but if I was to do that, I would still sit here and say Liverpool by far are the stronger squad.
I think we have a better squad, Matt. I just don't think it's night and day. Like even left backs, for example.
I think so. Fairs. I feel like it is, but fairs.
Cucurella and Hato, I don't think there's much difference between them two and Kirkes and Robbo, if I'm going to be honest, at this stage in Robbo's career. Like Hato actually has been good for them when he's played this season. And Cucurella is arguably one of the best left backs in the league. As much as I dislike him as a player,
no,
he's
one of
the best left backs in the league. Colwell was brilliant against us, if I'm going to be honest, and he's been unlucky with injury.
Yeah, I'm
not. That's what I'm saying.
Colwell ain't that. He ain't that.
But Colwell he's a good centre back. I'm just saying he's not great. He's a good centre back. All right, who would you say is better right now? As again, take bias out of it. Right now, today in 2026, who's better, Colwell or Gomez in your opinion?
Gomez. He just can't stay fit. But if you're talking about talent,
if you're gonna do that, then you probably would.
Are we being objective? Saying
they've both been injured though, innit? Because Cole's been injured quite a bit as well.
He's a basic player. That was blatantly hyped that summer. He's such a basic player. Colwell's not better than Gomez for talent.
We're not talking about talent. We're talking about who's better today.
But that's a little bit unfair because then we're talking about a player who just come back from an injury, we don't know how to recover, and a player who gets injured all the time, so that's kind of why you don't see the best of him. So that's quite difficult to make it. But if we just talk about what we know of them in totality, Gomez all day long, like all day long.
Yes, that's a tough one still, though. It is tough.
Yeah, I think we have a better squad. I just don't think it's.
I think Gomez is better.
A lot of this is obviously us going off of this season as well, which obviously does change a lot of things. So I'll give you a little bit of credit in that. If you're putting that thinking into it, we're going to lose Ali, we're going to lose Robbo, we're going to lose Mo. So straight away, those are three players that, especially Ali and Mo, that straight away would stop a Chelsea player from being able to get in the Liverpool team. Now they're going, you go, damn. So we are losing some of our quality.
I do think Mamardashvili is better than their two goalkeepers.
Personally. Yeah. So do I. Ali just makes it such a level of like,
yeah.
Kills any argument. Whereas now it's Mamardashvili. It's like, Mama's better, but it's not clear anymore. That kind of daylight we always had, where we're like, well, Ali, boom, that goes in the thing straight away. And Mo was the same. Everyone was all like, well, yeah, Mo bang right wing. Don't even have the conversation. We're not even going there. And now Mo's going. It's like, damn, we ain't even got a right winger period in the team. So we can't even say we got a better attack
true.
We ain't even got a right winger at the moment.
We could be losing Jones as well, guys.
Yep. Another player who it's crazy. It's actually crazy.
So is it safe to say let's reassess the squad in the summer?
Not
I mean, it's
necessarily.
safe
Like,
to
I'm
say we're
saying,
doing
mate,
our best
like,
to stay
because
calm.
again, I'm
I
not
know
sitting
that.
there saying Chelsea's squad is better than ours. I do think our squad is better, but just right, if and when we lose those players, like, what does that then do to the squad? And if you're Chelsea and Liverpool, one thing we do know about Chelsea, they're going to spend money. Whether they spend it correctly or not is another question. But they're going to spend money, and there's a lot of people who have doubts whether we will go again big in the summer. So if we don't go big in the summer, what happens then?
I'll be honest
think-
with you. I don't know if they've got the money anymore. So, Matt, I'm not sure if they can keep doing that 300 mil thing. I don't know.
Yeah, Liverpool will spend. We have to spend. I don't think people should be too worried about our spending. It's more about how much we're going to spend. But we obviously spend. Are we going to spend the same amount as last year? Probably not. But I still think it will be quite a bit because Liverpool know that they got work to do. Like, I'm of the belief that we're definitely getting 2 wingers. That's what I just think. The thing is, players will be leaving, so like it's how it balances out again, and we're not very good at balancing at times. I'll be real, because what normally happens is, like always, we shot 6 players or 6 players leave, and we bring in 5 or 4. Like, we're always a little bit short. I just hope that Liverpool get it right this time. We can't have another fundamental error. And one of them fundamental errors in the summer, obviously, as much as we can't sit here and act like we weren't happy, but it was the centre-back issue. Because when Konate was just doing that madness and we had no one to rely on, but Konate's madness, it was dark. And then, obviously, ball progression from the back. When Conor Bradley and even Frimpong, they just don't suit the build-up play, looking a bit mad, and then you're thinking, oh, did we miss profile? Then you have Kirkers doing up left-sided centre-back. It was just all a mess, innit? So Liverpool know they got work to do in the transfer market. I think 2 wingers definitely help straight away on either side. And then everything else, we kind of know what we have to do. But the 2 wingers definitely like change the way how we play. Because I said it the other day, I think it was like, the way how Slot likes to play and the players that we have, yeah, a lot of them are technical. And there's just been this debate ongoing in the fan base about technical and pace. And you see the technical kind of reminds me a little bit of like when we had Coutinho, Lallana, Firmino, where it's just bare tech, just tech, man. And like it worked, but like Klopp realized like, well, no, we need Sadio Mane. We got to be able to push the opposition back. And I think that's just something that we don't have unless Rio plays or Salah maybe a little bit. But like,
can I just
missed
rebuttal
that.
Can I rebuttal that point a little bit, Matt? Because I think
go.
Obviously you've used Salah and Mane, which are the 2 players we bought, but I think people are doing those 2 players a disservice by saying they're just pacey wingers.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying you are, but I think that's the general
no.
consensus is that we just get pace and we're cool. I actually think Mane and Salah, their pace was just the added bonus of what they were. Like Mane's tech and Salah's tech was crazy.
Yeah.
This notion that if we just get pace, everything will be okay. I disagree. I genuinely believe I would rather go for technical wingers over pace if I had to choose. But in an ideal world, you get a technical winner who has got a bit of pace. And again, Rio doesn't usually beat players with pace, man. It's usually he'll stand the player up and then he'll just beat them with trickery and footwork.
All right.
Because we just don't get spacing behind like that anymore.
The 2 best attacking teams in world football are PSG and Bayern Munich. PSG can just go from A to B if they want to like that. They'll carve you up. 1 minute, Vitinha's got the ball. Dembele makes the run. Bam. Or Doué. Bam. Kvaratskhelia. Bang. They got you. Same thing with Bayern. At least, remember, I've always said this. At least they might not be rapid, but he's quick. He's quick. Harry Kane, obviously, is different profile, but you've got Diaz, who is still quick. Might not be rapid, but he's quick. When you've got players in those wide areas, Kyle, that have pace, but obviously technical ability as well to go with that, that is the perfect combination. If you just go for tech, I'm not saying it can't work, but it's a lot more difficult. It's like saying if you was to play All right, do you remember when Man City had Bernardo, when they used to play Bernardo Silva on the wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then but they'd always have someone quick on the other side. There might have been a Sterling. They realized that okay, we know Bernardo can do the playmaking thing, and he can hold his own, but we need to get in behind, innit? And this is why I feel like someone is good. This is why I feel like, we have to get it right. I know what you're saying. You can get players that are just mad techie, and like their tech is so stupid, that the pace don't really matter. But there's no player like that out there in the market that can do where they're just so techie, like it don't matter. Like Shirky is one of them players that you will not find.
Anomaly. Yeah,
he's a one of one in it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you need to get the mix and blend.
I still don't think he'd work in the Prem week in, week out on the wing, because there's going to be days when his tech's not quite there and he can't get past the player with skill. And if you had the pace, it's nice because you can lean on that. If you can't lean on the pace, then if you're having one of those off days, you become a really stale winger.
No, but with Shirky, what I'm saying is, like Shirky becomes a playmaker, because it depends how you want to attack the opponent. Because what can happen is, because remember, we just see it as like 4-3-3. Like what would happen is Shirky drifts in, one of the wingers would go central and the striker would stay there. So it almost becomes like Shirky becomes like a 10, then you got two strikers. It's a bit like for the Firmino thing. It's just where you're starting is different. What I'm saying is, though, is this year, we've seen Arne Slot try the 4-2-2, and it's not the wrong formation to play at times. It's just that this season we didn't have the personnel to pull it off. Like Salah, from maybe a physicality point of view, was not as good as he was last year. So even Salah playing that role wasn't the same. Florian Wirtz hasn't quite, at that time, hasn't quite adapted to the Prem. He's getting adapted to the Prem now. Like we need the mix and blend, in my opinion. We can't just get tech. Has to be mix and.
Yeah, definitely.
Before we continue, though, just on this conversation, though, I hear what you're saying. You want the blend of two, and that's obviously the ideal situation. But if we are a team that's pressing better, winning the ball higher up the field, and you have those techie players, not just that, if you have Kirkers and Frimpong who are able to overlap and they use their pace to be devastating, then could you not argue that the technique is probably the better way or better route to go down if you have those wing backs or those full backs who can actually get on the outside and cause teams problems with their pace?
Your wingers have to be all right. The ideology of what it looks like, because again, I'm not a coach. It just looks like what the manager wants to do. He wants to get his wingers to isolate fullbacks and carve them up, a bit like what PSG do. Look at Kvaratskhelia, look at Diaz, look at Elise. Yes, you might have a Conrad Lima or a Nuno Mendes of an overlap, but more time they actually go into the 10 area, like is what we laugh about with our left and right back, But they're so confident. They're so confident in their wingers cooking up.
But they're also technically better than our fullbacks in terms of Lima.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is the ideology from the coaches is I'm gonna isolate my best attacking players to your fullback, and we're going to cook them because we've got more tech and we've got more pace. Now, Kvaratskhelia is not the fastest player in the world, but he has enough pace and his tech is crazy. Diaz is like almost like tech as well with pace. Elise, tech with pace. Doué, flipping Dembele, Barcola. Bro, there's a reason why these players are able to do what they do. And when we look at these teams, we go, bro, why can't Liverpool play like this? It's because we don't have the players, bro. We genuinely don't have the players. You can't play that brand of football. There's a reason why Arsenal, I don't even want to say this, but to their credit, Arteta's not dumb. He knows he can't play that style of football. So when people say, Arsenal play, but they don't have the players. Like, what you think Martinelli's going to do what Crowder does?
But you using Martinelli kind of proved my point. Martinelli is all pace, but the technique is average.
No, but I said I need the mix and the blend.
All right, so to answer Jamrock's question, which one are you doing for Jamrock's then? A real techie player with average pace or a pacey player with average tech?
Tell me what the level of average is, and then I'll give you my answer.
Well, average is average, isn't it?
Why has he got to go down to like?
What's average tech? Though?
All right, do you know
average is 5 out of 10 tech.
All right, so here's the best explanation to give. I would rather Kvaratskhelia than
You're gonna say Minter, but Kvaratskhelia is one of the
No,
best.
no. I'm trying to think.
Do you know what? Shout out to Shanti.
Who's mad fast?
Hold on, Shanti's got a good shot.
I got it. I'd rather Kvaratskhelia than Semenyo.
All right, cool. But all right, so Shanti.
Is there anything wrong with that? I'd rather Diaz. I'd rather re-sign Diaz than get Semenyo. Like I'd rather that Diaz pro. Is that okay? All
right, cool. Check this
cool?
though. What about someone? What Anthony Gordon or Kop-ish, for example? Then.
But they're playing on either side though. I thought you said you had to pick someone on the same.
No. Just which if you had to choose.
I don't even know much about that.
Kop-ish again is a more of a playmaking. Even though he plays on the right, it's more of a. It's hard to explain.
So is Anthony Gordon what someone would call average tech? I just want a player so we can all have an idea. So would we say Anthony Gordon is a 5 out of 10 average tech?
Yeah.
And then,
but to answer that question, I would rather.
What would the pace be of average pace? Like what would
the best way to describe it is you would rather Kvaratskhelia over Gordon.
Would we say average pace?
Because Gordon's probably quite a bit quicker than.
Would we say Elliot is average pace?
No, Elliot's slow.
No, Elliot kind of slow.
No. He's not slow.
Harvey Elliott.
Harvey Elliott. I would say he's like average pace. I would say that's what you call average pace.
No, do you know average pace is? Here's one. Average pace is like Bowen. Bowen's faster than Elliot,
bro.
No, Bowen's faster than Elliot, though.
No, I'm trying to get an idea of average pace. So I'm saying, would you not say Harvey Elliott is average pace, a 5 or a 6? Like he ain't a 4. He's not slow like that. Like he's probably like a 5 or a 6, right? Harvey Elliott. No,
I'd say like 5.
Yeah,
Bowen is fast.
Average. So would I rather a techie player with Elliott pace, or would I rather a rapid player with Gordon's tech? I'd rather the rapid player with Gordon's tech.
Wait, what did you
personally
say? Hold on, but big up General. I never once said though that Crava had average pace. Remember,
that's why I think Crava was a bad example, Matt, because he's actually pretty rapid.
Yeah, because
he's got tech. He's a bad example.
Again, no. So this is what I'm gonna say. No, see, there's a difference. Rapid is Vinicius Jr. Rapid is like Barcola. They are rapid.
Yeah, but Kvaratskhelia is fast enough to be considered quick.
No, Kvaratskhelia, I would say he's fast. He's fast, isn't it?
I would say
he's not rapid, but he's not
like
rapid.
8 for me, Kvaratskhelia. He's like 8.
People be quite surprised. Crava obviously is fast, but Crava's not rapid though.
No, he's not rapid, but he's still a 7.5 or an 8. He's still
Minter is rapid.
Kvaratskhelia he's recorded a top speed of around 33.7 kilometers per hour. That is pretty quick, man.
Would you say that's pretty quick?
Yeah,
it makes it 7.5 or an 8, bro. Yeah, he is quick.
Go check Salah's for this season.
I'd say Salah in a straight line still quicker than Crava, but Salah in a straight line still quicker than most wingers, man.
No, I don't know about that now, Carl.
No, I watched him at AFCON. He still had pace, you know.
He's not
if he's just running in a straight line, he's still pretty quick.
Salah's pace has gone from like a 10 to like a 7.
Yeah, but let's not compare him to himself. Let's just compare him in general. I think he's still pretty quick. He's just running in a straight line.
According to Google, last year he got 33.7 kilometers per hour. He reached 33.7 kilometers per hour.
Oh, was that Salah last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so Cover's pretty quick, bro.
Fairs. If Fairs, I'm just saying I don't think he's rapid. That's all it is.
No, he's not rapid, but he's too quick
like
to be.
Nuno Mendes is rapid. Because when people say like, that's what I was trying to say. Like, maybe Crava is the wrong example because I was trying to use someone who's mad techie, but like they're not stupidly fast. That was my whole premise. They're not dumb fast.
Well, that's what I just said, bro. Would you want someone with mad tech? With a winger who's mad techie and got the same pace as Elliot, or would you rather somebody that is rapid and they've got Gordon level tech? I'm picking Gordon level tech with rapid personally, because I think that Gordon will still be effective in games. I don't know how effective a tricky winger can be with Elliot pace, because that's actually one of the reasons why we don't.
No, but this is where it gets. All right, so this, no pun intended. This is where it gets techie. That player has to be mad techie to compensate for the lack of pace.
Yeah, because
but
Anthony
do you
Gordon's
know
mad
how
fast.
Yeah.
stupidly techie they've got to be? Because
But that's
Elliott
why
is
you
quite
Shirky
technical,
as an
and
example.
we
Because
think he's
Shirky,
too slow to be a winger.
no, but that's why I
But-
use Shirky as an example. Like,
So
what would
that's
you
the
say?
question then. Who do you rather guys have on the wing? Anthony Gordon or Shirky?
Gordon.
Nah,
Me
I'm
personally,
taking
I'm
Shirky.
In
taking
my
Shirky.
team, Shirky all day long.
I'm
On
taking
my
Shirky.
wing, Gordon.
I'm taking Shirky
I don't want Shirky playing 38 games on the wing. I'm saying it would jar the fuck out of me.
Because what I'm saying is
I
even though
think Anthony Gordon
Shirky,
would. I think Anthony Gordon would jar you. Sorry to keep on cutting you, man. I think Anthony Gordon would jar you more, Drew.
But I think his numbers
Yeah.
would be higher.
I'll be real with you. If you look at his numbers, bro, they haven't been.
I think that one's difficult because Shirky's so much better footballer. So that does make. But I'm just talking about on the wing. Not he's drifting in, he's playing central, and he's doing all that. I'm talking about he's just on the wing. His job is to hug the touchline and to create from a wide area. I would get so frustrated with Shirky if that was all he did all game. I would just rather have that pace of Gordon that can cause like problems at any moment, personally. But
Gordon got
and you
6
know how
goals.
much I don't like Gordon.
Gordon's got 6 goals and 2 assists this season. Last season he got 6 and 5, and he takes penalties sometimes. Shirky this season is on 4 and 11.
yeah, because he's a creator more than
So
a goal scorer.
But if we've got Verts, Ekitike,
But that's what I'm saying.
Isak,
If we've got Isak, let's just say Isak gets back to his best, yeah. I'm not saying it harms you if you get a goal scorer, but it probably helps Isak more knowing that you've probably got more of a playmaker that's looking to assist Isak because there'll be more synchronology. Isak ain't got to worry about is he even gonna pass me the ball kind of thing. Isak knows where to be. He just knows I make that run. He's found me. He's got, like I just need to look at him once and I'm gone.
That's what
I'm thinking, innit?
Yeah, if we had Firmino, let's say we had peak Firmino instead of Isak or Ekitike, then I'd probably side with you a little bit more, Drift, in terms of an Anthony Gordon type player. But with it being Isak or Ekitike through the middle and Verts in the 10 now, I think I'd probably lean towards more a Shirky type player because I think they'll be able to carve teams open with the ball as opposed to their physicality.
I would love Shirky in the Liverpool team if the setup was perfect, but Shirky, as beautiful as he is on the ball, and he is absolutely beautiful on the ball, like the way he moves, like he's a throwback footballer. But I'm telling you, you've got to be so specific with your tactics for his way of football to not hamper you. He is a luxury player. He's not the type of player where you can just do any system and he'll fit in. It's one of the reasons why Pep had him on the bench a lot this season. Like it's very unique how you get the best out of Shirky, and the way we play with Slot at Liverpool. Fuck no.
All right, just quickly, yeah. If this is probably a good segue then, Kyle, right? Because should we focus on the 2 main wingers that we've been linked with, right?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. Where do they fall into this whole category?
Yeah, so if we're going to say Barcola and Diamande.
Yeah. Sorry then, Matt. What would you rate Barcola's? Barcola's pace would probably say, 9? 9.5?
Yeah, like 9. Barcola rapid, isn't he? Like rapid.
Yeah. Barcola's silly quick.
He's like a 9.
Diamande, what would you say for his pace? Probably at 8.5.
Nah, Diamande. Do you know what? Diamande might be.
He looks like he's about the same.
Faster, you know?
From what I've seen, he looks like he's about the same.
I don't think he's faster than Barcola.
No, not faster. About similar.
Let me check the recorded speeds. I know it doesn't always give you the because it's like, yeah, it's not always thinking.
From what I think, but the only person that PSG faster than Barcola in the front line is Dembele. But Dembele stupidly fast, even with all.
Fully fit Dembele is a 10 for pace. Like he's a joke.
Raw. All right, listen to this, yeah. Yan Diamande, as of April 26, has clocked 36.3 kilometers, bro.
Bloody hell.
What's Barcola?
Barcola's
the only difference with this is German teams play such a high line. You're able to build up that momentum sometimes as well, isn't it?
That is, yeah, that's true.
But that's one of the reasons why Frimpong looked good in Germany.
Raw. Barcola again has clocked 36.72, so they're both exactly the same.
I thought so. They're the same. I would have thought they were about the same.
Wait, they said 36.72 for Barcola and 36.3 for Yan Diamande. Broski, they're both lightning.
That point 3 and point 7 is neither here nor there. They're the same pace. They're pretty much the same pace.
All right, let's go to Ousmane Dembele, just out of interest. Ousmane Dembele.
He's been injured all season, so I
40,
don't know how quick
like
he would have been.
40 or something. No, Dembele, bro.
How much sprinting will he do now? He's up.
All right, this season he's only clocked in the Champions League. This season, Champions League, 33.6. But
that's what I'm saying, because of the position he plays on the field now.
Yeah,
he
doesn't have to.
Yeah,
he doesn't
but
have
his peak recorded speed is 36.6.
Right, so it's the same.
But
it said in recent seasons. But so they're basically saying, like, since he's gone centrally, he doesn't use his pace as much.
If Barcola, Dembele, and Diomande all had a race today, just in a straight line, I think Dembele smokes them both.
I don't think he does anymore.
If he doesn't pull up injured, then
I think it might be Barcola.
Do you
now?
Do you know
maybe not before. Not before.
The reason why I agree with Kyle as well is I think Barcola's acceleration is sick. But you see that top end, you see when they got a sprint from one end to the other, I know Barcola doesn't get any quicker. Dembele does.
You don't think so?
I definitely think Dembele would win that race. Yeah. This is predicated they're all fit, because remember Dembele gets injured a lot. But yeah, I think Dembele over a long distance sprint would definitely beat Barcola. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's say they're both a 9.5 for pace.
Yeah. Then what are they for tech now?
What are they for tech in your opinion?
Barcola is techie, so he probably
But he also
Barcola's techie, not stupid, dumb tech.
He can also be wasteful in front of goal as well, and that's part.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if
Barcola's known for his footwork, guys. I know he's fast, but why acting like Barcola? You don't think Barcola's got good tech?
Never said that, man.
No, good, but I don't. But you said excellent. I don't ever say it's excellent. I'll say it's
all right. If his tech is like 8,
I'm not.
Or 7.5.
Oh, yeah, we're on the same page then. Yeah, I'll give him we're on the same page. I thought you were going to give him a 9 or a 10. I thought you was going to go to
8 or 7.5, something like that.
All right, so
you don't think?
This is where I find it difficult. So for me, one of the most techie wingers I've seen in recent years in the Premier is probably Mahrez. Like, tech was stupid in my opinion.
But Mahrez was like
Mahrez was a 10 for tech.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
If Shirky's a 10, Mahrez was a 9.97.
So
I think Mahrez is just as capable as Shirky at any form of.
No, the only reason I'll give Shirky is because Shirky is the both ambidextrous.
Okay, yeah.
That's the next stuff, bro.
If we say if we say Mahrez was a 10, what would you say Crabber? I'd say Crabber's like a 9.5, 9. Maybe a 9.
Crabber's a 9.5.
No, I'm not going that high for his tech.
You don't think?
I'll give Crabber 8.5 for tech. I don't think he breaks the 9. No.
What do you think? Crabber's the same as Barcola drift, or would you still think?
No. I would have given Barcola a 7.5 or an 8 for tech.
But you just said you give Crabber an 8.
8.5.
Oh. You only finish any points.
Crabber is 8.5 is techie. I don't think he goes into that elite bracket of 9 and above though. I wouldn't put Crabber in that bracket.
I'd say it's either 8.5 or 9. I'm good with either 8.5 or 9. What would you say Salah? What would you say if Salah was and Mane was at their best?
They were both.
See, for me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I think Salah's probably about the same level of tech as Kvaratskhelia.
I disagree.
About an 8.5.
No. All right. So this is where we're gonna get a bit mad. All right.
Mane's a 9 for tech.
What?
Yeah, Mane was a 9 for tech. Both feet, dancing around.
Mane is not a 9. No. I love Mane, but all right, you just got to look at it. Is Mane more? He's one of our own. I don't expect him, but can you really put Mane up there with Crabber?
Is there an argument to say that Mane wasn't as techie as Salah? I know you might have looked prettier on the eye. But was Mane as techie as Salah? Because Salah was also creative. He was more creative than Mane as well.
Yeah, because they were both. I don't think both of them are not like.
There wasn't much between them. But I just think the fact that, like we said with Dembele and with Shirky, he could use both feet. And I'm not saying Salah's whatless with his right foot, but we know it's absolutely one-sided in terms of like what foot he's best with. Whereas Mane, it was like he was very good at passing and shooting with his weak foot. So I just think that's what makes his tech higher than Salah's.
No, but I don't think just being ambidextrous means you're more tech. Like Adam Lallana was 2-footed, but I wouldn't say he was more techie than Mahrez, for example, who was predominantly
Weren't
left.
far off though. Lallana was super techie, bro.
Brother, Mahrez is one of the most techie players I've
No,
seen.
Mahrez,
Yeah, no, but
Mahrez, that's what I said. Mahrez is like 9.5, 9.
Lallana made people forget he was English. That was how techie he was. But again,
like for example, all right. So for example,
they're probably both like 8. You know, they're probably both like 8 at their best.
Mane is more ambidextrous than Firmino. Firmino's more techie than Mane. For me,
yeah. But I'll say Bobby's a 9.5 for tech.
No,
Easy.
Firmino
Bobby's
technically is better than Mane and Salah. That's not even a
everyone who
debate.
played with Bobby said he was the best player they've ever seen technically.
No, that's fair, but I'm not putting Bobby as a 9.5 for tech.
I am.
Not
Firmino.
9.5 is
Bro,
guys.
I think I need to roll out a compilation for you.
No,
Bro,
guys,
the only thing that let
guys,
Firmino down, was that maybe his left foot wasn't as finger. But other than that, bro, Firmino could talk to anybody.
Easy 9.5 for Bobby.
Guys,
Firmino could talk to anybody with tech, you know.
If 10 is the best,
and
we're saying Firmino is 0.5 off of 10.
Just for
Remember,
tech.
Firmino's like a 9 for tech or 9.5. Stupid.
You just said 9.5 though.
Yeah,
I said 9 or 9.5.
I'm saying 9.5.
I don't add Dino on the Dino's goat level. Dino's 100. Don't put Dino there.
Because for me, remember, you got 10, 9.5 is like you're just off a 10.
Bro, name me something other than the lack of like ambidexterity or whatever you call it, ambidextrous. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. For me, if you're
no, but it's not like he couldn't do it. But just other than that, okay, the left foot wasn't as good. Name me something that he just struggled at. Did he struggle at ball retention? Did he struggle at first touch? Did he struggle at dribbling?
No.
Did he struggle at shooting technique? No. Or we just say just power, but again, every now and then. But
shoot. I think his shooting was quite inconsistent.
But that's probably the lowest thing of his whole technical catalogue.
But that's what I'm saying, Matt. For me, if you're 9.5,
if there's only one thing.
If you're 9.5 or 10, Matt, I don't.
No, all right. He's a 9 then. He's a 9. He's a 9. He's a 9.
I can accept 9, but I'd go 9. Because remember, a lot of the time when we're comparing players to others as well, what we're doing is we're bringing in a load of factors that aren't fair, like intelligence, in-game movement, all the kind of things that maybe make your Ronaldinhos just go that bit higher, where they might not even be that much more technical, but they just know what they're doing more. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so that's where maybe we're getting a little lost, because we'll hear Bobby at 9.5 and you go, well, he's not as good as Ronaldinho. And you're like, yeah, because you're remembering all the other bits of magic Ronaldinho used to do. But we're just talking about if them two in the playground, juggling the football and stuff, I think Firmino can do everything Ronaldinho would do. No, maybe Ronaldinho a few bits more, but like,
chill. You lost me there.
I think people are forgetting how good Firmino was.
I'm not fan, but Dino was stupid.
Yeah, because you're remembering the magic moments. I'm
not. I'm just remembering Dino.
Don't do the mistake that I made, bro. Chill.
It's fine.
Yeah, don't do what Carl did, you know. That living forever.
You don't want to put down Bobby, that's fine.
We're not putting
I'm saying he's a 9.
Bobby down. You're going
underestimate him, should I say?
9. Is 9 bad?
No, 10s are Ronaldinho's a 10, Neymar's a 10, Messi's a 10. These men are 10s.
Ibrahimovic is a 10. Them man there.
These aren't even debatable 10s. These aren't debatable 10s. These are bona fide.
Firmino's the one level down. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
That's fine.
The best way to describe it,
I think we need to roll out a compilation of Bobby, for people to remember.
You're talking to me, who's one of Bobby's biggest ever fans. All right, who's more techie out of Bobby and Coutinho?
I'll say for tech, they're very similar. Utilize their skills in different way, but for actual thing, very similar.
Do you know what though? I feel like it's a little bit unfair. Because you know what it is? All right, shall I give you an example? Do you know why that's a little bit unfair? And it's a very good question. If I said to you right now, who was more technically gifted, Ibrahimovic or Mahrez, who are you picking?
God knows.
Ibra.
Do you know? All right, you're picking Ibra, but all right.
I honestly, man, I don't.
No, but what I was gonna say is normally you see the shorter guys, do you see aesthetically how it looks? It always looks a bit better than the taller guy. Like, maybe Ibra's the wrong one. Maybe someone like
no,
Crouch.
that's a brilliant question, man.
But Crouch is mad
techie
techie as well. But you see, who was more technically gifted, Ibra or Coutinho?
Ibra.
It's Ibrahimovic, you know.
Yeah,
probably. But some people might get tricked and thinking, you know, with the short or diminutive man, how they look on the ball. But Ibrahimovic, not many people can talk to when it comes to tech, you know. Like on a serious like.
No, this is why I say, are we too?
Only Neymar, Messi,
this goes back to
Iniesta, them type of guys can talk to him. Dino and them, man.
And that's why I say, are we too quick to say, yeah, this man, this tech, when you actually break down who's the best of the best? Because if we talk about 10s, I would say Barcola's about a 7 at absolute, but he could even be a 6.5. And I don't think that's
Barcola originally.
I don't think 6.5 is crap.
No, what did I give him originally? That 6.5 is a bit too low for Barcola. I say he's like 7. When I've realized the list again of all the players that we're speaking about, he probably does get like a 7 maybe now.
So if he's a 7, what's Diamonde?
I'll probably say from the clips we've seen, Diamonde looks like he's more techie than Barcola.
I disagree with that.
No, it's not a landslide or anything like that, but he does look like he's a bit more techie than Barcola.
You know what? Them man, they probably sit at the same table, you know, like a.
I disagree.
Maybe
again, maybe I underestimate Diamonde for tech, and I'm not saying he's not effective. I think so. There's the thing. I think Diamonde might be a
6.5 or something a minute.
So I think he might be more effective than Barcola, but I think from a technical standpoint, I think Barcola's ahead of Diamonde. So if I'm going a 6.5 or a 7 for Barcola, I might be going like a 5.5 for Diamonde.
I'm gonna ask AI who's better technically.
I don't want no one who's only a 5.5, Cal, so we shouldn't buy him then. We're Liverpool, man. We can't have no 5.5. This goes back to the original
point. Or maybe a 6 for tech then. But this goes back to the original point. Do we want pace with average or good tech, or do we want great tech with average or good pace?
I think Diamonde is higher than a 5.5 though, so I'd rather Diamonde.
All right, even if we say 6 then, so it's just above average.
I still think he's a bit higher than that from what I've seen, but
all right. So I'll use a few examples in the Premier League then. Ndiaye from Everton. I don't think he's more techie than Ndiaye.
Ndiaye is really techie though.
But Ndiaye's techie, you know.
No, I hear that, but the most I'm giving Ndiaye for tech is 7 or 7.5. The absolute most.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
So if he's not more techie.
No, but remember, that's why I would give Diamonde like a 7 or 7.5. So I think you rated him too low, saying 5.5 or 6.
No, if we're rating Ndiaye on a 7 or 7.5, and we're saying he's more techie than Diamonde, then Diamonde can't be a 7 or 7.5 as well.
No, I think they're about similar. I was saying Ndiaye and Ndiaye just he's more accustomed to the Premier League. We'd have to see if he adjusted.
No,
I'd probably say they're very similar.
Yeah, do you want to hear a joke here? I just thought, just out of interest, like what would I just thought, let me ask AI, the best way to describe it is this: Barcola is smoother, more elegant technician, where Diamonde is a more explosive chaos creator.
It's more effective.
So Diamonde would have worked better under
attributes for tight space dribbling. Barcola's got excellent. Diamonde's got good. For ball carrying speed, they're both elite. For flair and improvisation, Barcola's got better and Diamonde's got good. First touch, Barcola is cleaner than Diamonde is rawer. It's a bit mad. Passing combinations, Barcola's better. He's got better. Diamonde's got decent. Explosiveness, they're both elite. Physicality, Barcola's got good. Diamonde's got better. Directness, we don't care about that. Ceiling, very high for Barcola, and Diamonde possibly even higher.
Can I ask you that question? Because that AI
yeah.
Let me ask you
that AI, question. You know.
This is the thing that I think we need to really think about. And again, this is just my opinion. If you disagree, then fine. I think not just because they're replacing Salah, but just because of the desperation around what Liverpool need right now. I think if we buy a winger, that winger's got to be the type of guy who comes in, pats the badge and goes, don't worry, I'm the fucking man. Yeah. That's my opinion. And I personally don't believe Barcola has that personality. That's one of the things.
You don't
that
think
worries me
so?
about. No. If we're buying Kvaratskhelia, if we're buying a Dembele and Elise,
Okay.
them and they attack the badge and go, I'm the fucking man. Don't worry.
You know
I
what?
think Barcola ain't that type of guy. I think he blends in with everyone and does his
You
thing.
don't think he's the
I
guy
don't
that
think-
says,
Yeah,
I'm going to take
about
you
him
there,
coming
stuff
here
for the
and
neck.
being like,
I don't
yeah,
think he
I just
blends
worry
in,
about
Drew.
him being like, I'm the man, I'm the reason.
But you know what's so
I worry
crazy
about
though? I know he's been benched like, I don't know, like how long now, but like, even from a statistical point of view, Barcola had, the chat was saying he had some really good numbers, you know, like last year, I think, and the year before.
Yeah.
Like he was going mad.
That's blending in with the stars, bro.
No, but he was going mad before they got Kravi, you
know what I
know?
mean?
No, but blending in with the stars is different to blending in with what we have, Drew. Blending in with the stars
No,
is
I need
very
him to
good.
stand out, bro. If he comes Liverpool, I need him to stand out. He can't blend in. He's got to stand out, bro.
No, but you'd say Messi. All right, so Messi's obviously an anomaly, but Suarez and Neymar, they blended in with the star of Messi. They didn't.
No, they stood out, bro. All three of them just stood out. They were just all kings in their own right. They all.
No, I
stood
can't
out.
say MSN was a bit different. That's an
bro.
anomaly.
They all stood out, bro.
MSN, they all said, "Give me the ball, I'll take you there." They obviously they had to like defer at points, but all right, do you know what it is? You're better off using Real Madrid because Ronaldo had to be the guy. Benzema sacrificed his whole career when Ronaldo was there, bro. His whole career. Look what happened when Benzema. Look what happened when Ronaldo left.
No, but bro, Benzema, Bale, and Ronaldo were all still world class.
No, but Benzema was not giving the ball. I take you there. That was Ronaldo and even Bale to a degree because Bale went mad.
No, but what I'm saying is Benzema was still world class. So even if you call it blending it was world class.
No, but Benzema, he was a facilitator. All right, remember Firmino, Benzema, especially Benzema, before Ronaldo left, was like they were facilitators, innit? They weren't really the guys.
Facilitator, though, Matt. It's the point.
Yeah, they're world class, but
Barcola's not world class. You get what I'm saying?
All right,
but Messi.
Everyone's gonna say this is gonna go to my agenda, but cool. I would say Diaz is the facilitator at the front three of Kane and Elise, but he's still absolutely quality.
Yeah.
But he doesn't stand out amongst those two.
No, I say Elise might be the facilitator.
I think they all rotate as well.
Actually, even Kane does. Nah,
in different games, I think they all stand up as well and do that big boss man thing.
They're anomalies again, you know.
I think Kane and Elise for me are the ones that go, yeah, I'm dealing with this. Whereas Diaz doesn't do it as often as those two, even though he's great.
I don't know about that.
The only thing making it difficult for me to agree is watching that Elise performance at the Allianz. That was fucking terrible. So, like, yeah. But
this version of Diaz, there's been a few times. This version of Diaz at Bayern, in this system, whatever you want to call it, I'm not trying to compare Liverpool. In this system, he believes he's the guy, you know. But there's times when, like, they get mad at him because it's like, why would you do that? But then on another day, look what he does. Champions League. Look what he does. The ball, I can't remember where it's from. It might have been from, I don't know where the ball. Yeah, and then like practice out the sky, mash up Marquinhos, bad goal. He will take. Diaz still says, "Give me the ball." I'll take you.
Get what I mean about Barcola though? Like because we're losing Mo, because we don't have any star players on our wings, one of them has to be the guy who is the guy. Do you get what I mean? Like, it has to take the mantle and be like, I'm going to do this week. We're having a bad game. Give me the ball.
Could that not be Isak or Wirtz, though?
No, I'm so sorry. I don't think Isak is going to bang.
No, I think Isak is. I disagree with Drift.
I'm so worried about Isak. I don't think he's going to bang at all.
All right, fair enough. That's your opinion, Drift. And there's no evidence to say that you're wrong at the moment. But I'm saying in terms of, we keep on saying if it's got to be a like for Mo. I'm saying, could it not be that we switch who the guy is? Because Coutinho was the go-to guy, and then it became Salah. Like we had go-to guys in the past, and then it changed within the team. Gerrard was the go-to guy at one stage, then it was Suarez. So even though we're not replacing Salah with the I'm the man winger, we brought in. Let's not forget we brought in arguably one of the best 10s in the world and one of the best strikers in the world. So yes, they've not hit they've not hit the levels yet. But could it not be that we're sitting there going, Salah leaves? I want us to get Elise. I think everyone in the world who's a Liverpool fan wants us to get Elise. But obviously, it looks like it's unlikely, right? But we're sitting there going, oh, geez, if we can't get Elise, then we're screwed. But in actual fact, could you not argue Isak and Wirtz are meant to be those two players that go, Salah's going, okay, we're going to take this on, but obviously we need you guys to come to a certain level where we can really start running stuff now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. So one of the wingers has got to be that guy, and then Verts is the other. I'm just talking about on
No,
the
but
wing.
I'm saying, do they have to be the man? Because you're saying Barcola is the type of guy that blends. But if he's
This
blending
guy
in with,
right there, he's the guy. He's the guy, bro.
But it's what I'm saying. If
He
Isak
should be
and
anyway.
Verts
He's
get to a
supposed to be.
level-
That's what we bought him for. Whether it works out or not, like just say, I still believe in Isak. I still think he'll do it. But obviously, until it happens, we can't say definitively. I believe it's going to happen, and there's a reason why we bought him. How can you? What I'm trying to say is, yeah, even to like, I understand what you're saying, yeah, but hear what I'm saying, Drift. We bought him. Everyone was happy. We bought him for a reason because he's one of the best nines in the world. Yeah. Hasn't 100%. Worked out this season. Yeah. So just to go off the premise of if he's supposed to be that guy, you want players to complement him, I guess, not players to necessarily compete with him. We've already got that in Ekatike. So maybe Liverpool going after a Barcola and Diomande might be the right thing to do to bring the best balance. I don't know.
I hope so.
That's what I think.
Again, anyway, this is just predicated on my worries, not any facts or anything. I'm not saying this is facts. These are just my worries when it comes to Isak. And I get that he should become the man for sure, like he should. And if everything works out the way it's meant to, he will do. But I'm sitting here right now and I'm looking at his fitness issues and whatever. And I'm just like, I just don't see a world where Isak works. I think he'll have a good couple moments here and there that won't make it feel like a dud. But like, in general, I don't think Isak's going to be that guy at Liverpool. I really don't. And we're just going to have to just take 125 mil on the chin.
I think it's difficult to say that because right now he's only getting, 10 to 15 touches a game, which isn't enough, in my opinion, for a striker. Where he's getting those touches on the pitch.
Yeah. And that's why I hope I'm wrong, yeah.
He's poor. I don't know. I look at Diomande, I look at Barcola, I look at these wingers. I'd rather get a player who's more techie and that can actually create for the striker rather than think I must get the goal. Because Mane and Salah were I must get the goal and create in second. Whereas, so I got Matt.
So are you happy with us being linked to Barcola and Diomande? Or are they not the players that you go for? Because they probably, even though they've got a bit of both, they probably maybe lean more towards pace than tech, maybe?
No, Barcola, yes, but say, for example, Rodrigo was fit. I'm taking Rodrigo over Barcola, for example.
Yeah, so with that, that's not even a debate. But like, all right, let me give an example. Actually, no, because I don't even know. How would you describe Bowen?
I'm not going to speak on Bowen because everyone just thinks I glaze Bowen too much. So
I'll do it because I've had to think about this because we've been linked with him.
I just think Bowen's massively underrated.
If Bowen comes to Liverpool, Diomande comes to Liverpool, Barcola comes to Liverpool. That's not going to happen. But let's just go with a realistic premise for the sake of argument, right? I actually think Barcola and Bowen are the starting wingers. Diomande would have to grow and earn his place. I would start Bowen over Diomande on the right and Barcola on the left. I think Bowen's effectiveness, use of the Premier League or whatever, I'd start Bowen.
That's what I'm saying.
Is Jared Bowen? Can you really?
When I'm saying I compare Bowen to Messi, is crazy.
That is crazy.
Does it sit right with you that Bowen will be the Salah replacement? I know he's not the replacement.
No. But Matt, you're falling into the trap. That's what I was trying to get away from. We're not going to get.
When I say Salah replacement, I'm not talking Salah. I'm talking about he's now the starting right winger. Let's just say we only get two
in that scenario.
Let's just say we only get two wings. I don't feel like we're getting three. Let's just say we're getting two. If we get a Barcola and Bowen, fam.
Matt, but
it'd be dark. It would be dark.
Nah. But I know it's gonna sound mad. I'd rather Barcola and Diomande, so maybe I'll come more with the pace.
I'll be real with you, Matt. Though this is why I think you're falling into a trap. I think Isak is a Salah replacement. We might not like it because it's not happened in the same summer, but Isak is a Salah replacement.
No, I said this for the goals. That's not what it is. But we still like the profile of the winger. What do you want from your winger? My thing with Bowen is, Bowen's best thing is
at least saying Crabber, innit? That would be my dream.
No. But, but what I mean is like for Jared Bowen, for me, his best attribute is his movement off the ball when he's finishing. Bowen's got his off the ball movement is like a striker, bro. Hear what I'm gonna say?
I actually think Bowen's pretty creative as well.
He is, but not like. All right, but what I'm gonna say is this though. We're gonna come up against low block And as good as his movement ain't better than Salah's. So if you're telling me we have to take degraded movement and less speed and less tech, do you trust that right winger to break down a low block compared to what we used to have, or even what we have now
In
with an
isolation,
aging Salah?
in isolation, no. But when you put him in a team with Wirtz and Isak and let's say a Barcola, then yes, I would.
He'd get a lot of back post goals and stuff, Matt. He'd be very effective. Nowhere near as good as Mo, but he'd be very effective. If we
Matt, who would you rather have, Bowen or Gordon, for example?
Well, I mean, what, left or the right?
If you could only pick one winger out of the two, Bowen or Gordon, who are you picking?
It depends on the other winger is. I'm not trying to cheat because it's about the combination, bro. That's why I asked you.
I hear you, but for me, I'm taking Bowen all day, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Bowen's a better goal scorer, but Anthony Gordon will stretch the game a bit more, though.
I'd rather.
It depends what you want. I don't know, bro.
It's a tough one.
Remember, Bowen's 29 as well. High mileage.
That age does worry me.
I don't actually think Bowen's as slow as people think as well, you know.
Yeah, he's not slow. He's not slow. You know something I think a lot of people are forgetting, yeah?
I think
while you're doing it, yeah. Deep this.
I'm going to say, random, he's about 33 kilometers. Yeah, something like that.
We're in a situation, right, where we was looking at this a bit wrong, I think. And I've also thought about this recently. We brought in Wirtz to replace essentially Trent, right? Different positions, but that's what we was losing, that creativity of Trent. And we felt like bringing in Florin was going to be the best way to replace that. So, but the one thing I think we overlooked, it isn't even just stylistically how things had to change so dramatically for that creativity to work. I think we're massively downplaying and forgetting in that moment just how creative from an assist point of view Robbo was on the other side. These men used to have competitions, Trent and Robbo, who's getting the most, and they'll be clocking up double figures in all comps, both, every season, battling it out. So it wasn't even just Trent, even though he was the better passer. We have now only got one. We used to have two, plus Bobby used to drop in and be that third. And I know we shouldn't keep harping on about the past, but now we've just got one in Wirtz.
It's not giving you
Salah for real, and then you add Salah. Yeah, you're right. And now we've just got Wirtz. How can we cope with only one guy to be creative when we used to have a plethora of creative from both sides of the field? This is actually crazy how we're just going to put all this creativity on this one guy now to do what we used to have a number of players doing before.
You're right, but you're also wrong at the same time, though, Drift. In Liverpool in their peak, yeah, Robbo and Trent. Liverpool over the last, I'd say maybe 3 years, Robbo hasn't been that assist getter. Even Trent towards the last couple of seasons wasn't really an assist getter like that. He was more the dictator of play.
The crucial moments, though. But
Robbo weren't really that guy in the last 3 years, I'd say.
I reckon he's still got quite a few assists, though, you know, in the last 2 years or so. Let me have a look at Robbo.
I think Isak was brought in to replace Salah's goals, and Wirtz was brought in to replace Salah's creativity in the final third. The issue we have is we have no one at the fullbacks who. I mean, I think Kirkes could get assists if Gakpo actually played him the overlapping run pass. Frimpong and Bradley, the ones that right back, I think is such a concerning situation. I'm not.
But you can cuss Frimpong, but Frimpong's got a couple assists, you know. And
I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing him, Matt. I'm just saying the creativity of Bradley and Frimpong is what worries me quite a lot. Them two players full stop worry me, but they're specifically their creativity. But here's the thing again: Hendo, Fabinho, and Gini weren't massively creative. Where I'd arguably say Mac and Sobo are more creative than say a Hendo and a Gini, for example. Even if they're not better players, they are more creative and they get more goals throughout a season probably.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right about Robbo in the last 2 seasons. Yeah, he only got like 3 or 4.
Yeah. I hear that one.
So we've now changed how we create and who gets the goals, but ultimately the wide areas, whether it be at fullback and the wing, is in a shocking state at the moment, especially with the players who are going to be.
It's like Salah took over from Robbo then as well, because remember Salah got even more creative. So where we lost what we did with Robbo, we gained it with Salah.
Yeah.
Now we've just got this one guy, Wirtz, and we're asking him to do the creativity of what 3 or 4 players used to do for us. Because I'm not going to discount how creative Bobby was. I know it was a little while ago now, but Bobby was so creative in that 10 as well, in that false 9. Like we just had creativity from everywhere before, and
Bruv,
now
we had creativity bar the central. We had creativity bar the centre mids and the centre backs. If you actually deep it, like you said, full backs were creative, the wingers were creative,
the striker was creative.
The striker was creative. The only thing we literally didn't have was creative mids, and even then, if we're being real, Klopp tried to add that with Naby. Remember when he signed him, and then
Thiago,
obviously Thiago, and then
Ox.
So like, so the only place you could really say we didn't have it was centre backs, but he tried like. Because you saw what Pep was doing. I'm going to take a little bit of.
I wouldn't even call him super creative or anything, but I think Flacco still had moments, when he come out that brilliant pass, create a goal. Like he wasn't like prolific at or anything, but you could trust him. If he picked the ball up and he saw that run from Mane or Salah, he could still pick that pass.
What it is, there was a little bit of a misconception. Don't get me wrong. We know Liverpool's injury room under Jurgen Klopp was absolutely intense and it was immense and it was literally a battering ram. But I think people did sleep a few times on Henderson's creativity at times, whether it was him doing a corner or that. I know we laughed and got frustrated, but that first time cross that did work when it actually worked. The through balls at Old Trafford, like Jeff said, the Flacco, remember Flacco dinked it over. I think it was to Mane. Was it to Mane?
But no disrespect to Hendo. I don't want to disrespect Hendo here. I wouldn't say he was more creative than Szoboszlai, for example.
No, I'm not saying. All right, let me give you an example. Henderson was just as creative as Declan Rice.
He's more creative than Declan Rice.
Well, there you go. I'm just giving you an example.
No, but I'm saying in comparison to what we have had then and what we have now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the notion that we just had like battering rams for midfielders is disrespectful because
100%.
No, because people do it like they do it a lot. Like even like Gini Wijnaldum, bro. Gini Wijnaldum is technical, He just had an engine, but it was technical ball retention, ball control.
I said this
passing.
Earlier. Me and Hassan were going back and forth with the whole McAllister thing, and I said I think Gini's more technically gifted. I think Gini's better technically than McAllister, and he didn't think he was.
Gini is better technically than McAllister.
Yeah, I know he is.
He is.
I still don't like how much people are shitting on McAllister, but Gini's more technical than McAllister.
No, but it's not like shit. It's just more like saying.
No, I mean in general. I mean, not in this comparison. I mean, in general, he's becoming.
It's not like McAllister hasn't got tech. It's just that Gini Wijnaldum had. Gini Wijnaldum was
Gini more technical than Grav. I can use any of the midfielders pretty much. Gini more technical than Grav.
Gini had.
I don't know. They're cousins, bro. I don't know about that one.
He's more technical than Grav.
Nah, he was.
I don't know.
And we don't. What we don't have now with Gini is we don't have that goal-getting midfielder. It was so lovely to have a midfielder that we knew would just pop up with a goal here and there.
Sobo is that midfielder.
No, I mean from the deeper players. Because remember, Sobo's a 10, really, isn't it? I know he plays here, there, and everywhere, but he's actually supposed to be a 10.
This season, he's effectively been a pivot player, mainly.
Well, he's been all right about more than anything if we actually go through this.
but Sobo is meant to be that. Sobo is that guy. If he plays in the pivot next to say,
but you know what's crazy though, Cal? Call me a madman, but I think a lot of what we're talking about in terms of the goal getting from Szoboszlai would be more set piece related. From open play, I'd probably rely on Gini to get more goals than Sobo from just open play.
That's a fair.
I don't know. I know what you mean. Like, even though Szoboszlai did score against Man United literally the other day. Here's the killer, though.
I'm not saying Sobo's not capable. I'm just saying, remember, Gini.
It's tough. If you take out his free kicks, he can get goals from open play, but he's like a 1 in 4, 1 in 5 type of midfielder.
Gini
probably the same as Gini, though.
Yeah, Gini was pretty clutch, man.
I'll be honest. Up until this season, McAllister weren't too shabby from getting goals from midfield.
Yeah, he was. Those last minute runs.
He averaged about 7 a season, 7, 8 a season, maybe. McAllister, would you say 7, 8, maybe
6 or 7? Yeah, 6 or 7.
But yeah,
big up to Hooks in the chat as well. I thought you'd be here.
Big up Hooks, man.
Because of corners and free kicks. Big up.
Yeah. Big up.
We're not even going to get into that conversation anyway. But yeah,
Gini had the mad techno. Gini was.
I just worry about us having to rely on just Verts to be creative now. Salah and Trent and Robbo were all gone. I just think, man, are we really just going to put all the creativity burden on this one player? Because I promise you, if he's not playing, like for whatever reason, then what do we do? Honestly, what do we do if Verts ain't playing for creativity?
But this is why I know we just got to get used to the idea of Slot being here, but there's faults in his ideologies. Like,
But I'm sure we're gonna close out the show with that, right?
All right, so let's
Yeah.
jump on the situation with the whole Slot thing. Ornstein has said a lot about Liverpool in the last couple of years and has been very wrong. He said FSG, we're going to sell, wrong. Liverpool might get Kvara, wrong. Weren't getting Verts. Remember, he came out when Fabio was.
no, but you know what? As much as I feel like
a lot of that could be subjected though, Cal, because we were.
This is what Carl's doing, though. He never said to finish.
But we just changed our
Let me-
mind.
let
So
me-
he can't
let me-
technically be seen as
let me-
lying.
let me-
Go on.
In the summer, when Fabrizio was saying, yeah, Verts to Liverpool, remember, Ornstein came out and was like, no, it's not happening. Remember, Fabrizio doubled down again and was like, it's happening.
No, Ornstein said it hasn't happened yet, but Fabrizio said it's done. That was the argument.
and Fabrizio was
Like-
right.
No, but he was right. No,
He said we were
no, you have to
interested.
remember.
He didn't say
Fabrizio-
we're gonna get him.
Yeah, Fabrizio, what you have to remember is Fabrizio can go ahead and say things that aren't officially confirmed, but he knows it's about to get done. Ornstein can't do that, bro. Ornstein has to do the whole he has to wait until everything is
Ornstein
official.
could lose his
and
job
then-
over fake news.
Remember,
That's why.
Fabrizio's got no one to answer to, you know?
Yeah, it's Fabrizio. Fabrizio can
Bro,
be.
why do
more
you think
reckless.
Fabrizio is always the first person? Man's telling us about Ekatike 2 days before it happened. Ekatike, here we go. Everyone's like, well, they haven't even agreed a fee. My man's like, no, they have. Basically, the agents told me what's going to happen, but yeah, it's done.
Yeah,
You
but
can
if it
kinda
was
do
the
that.
music, if it was the music industry, Ornstein is like the label guy in it. He's like he's got someone to answer to, and Fabrizio is the independent who sells his own shit and don't give a damn what
Yeah.
anybody says. Like, you know what I'm saying? That like, so
It's,
they
I
can
know
be
what it
very-
is, though. It's because we didn't get Grabber. Carl's forever going to hate
Yeah, no,
Ornstein.
But I don't
Yeah,
even
I
think
agree,
Ornstein said we're getting him. He just said
He didn't.
Liverpool
He
are
said
interested
Liverpool
and have-
might. Shall I
Yeah,
find
like,
you
he
the?
didn't
Shall I
actually
find you the
say, you
quote?
know what I'm
This is
saying?
going to annoy Carl, and Carl's going to
Yeah,
realize.
Izzy, you're gonna wind me up, Matt.
Shall I find you the quote, Carl?
But ultimately, my point that I was getting to is, should we take what Ornstein says as gospel?
Yeah, I'll tell you why, Cal, because everyone else is saying the same thing. Ornstein, he's just the most credible person who said it. They've told us for weeks he ain't going nowhere. Ben Jacobs, there's loads of people who are kind of credible that have all
Yeah.
said Liverpool ain't getting rid of Slot. He's not, guys. I know we can't believe it. I know we're all in a state of shock. I know this feels like a reality we don't want to live in. It feels like we're all having a nightmare right now. I get it. I understand, guys. I'm right here with you. I'm just trying to let you know that the sooner you get used to the idea of Slot being here, the easier it will be for you. And I'm not even used to it yet myself. But the reality is setting, and now I'm trying to cope with it. I don't think the reality. Big up Dean. I don't know if Dean's watching. Love my bro. That's why I've been trying to convince Dean this whole time, because Dean's like, no, he's going, and I'm like, Dean, I need your blood pressure to be fine. I need you to chill, calm down, my brother. I'm telling you, he ain't going nowhere.
Shall I tell you the
Slot
quote?
is not going anywhere, you lot. This man is here for the first game of the 26-27 Premier League season. And when he loses it, we're already 3 points off of trying to win the league.
So, the quote from Ornstein on January the 9th at 7:15 p.m. Liverpool could consider a move for Kvaratskhelia if he leaves Napoli in January. Liverpool not actively seeking a winger, but admire the 23-year-old. Alert to situation, plus may contend if becomes market opportunity. PSG, Chelsea also among interested clubs.
All Cal heard was Kvaratskhelia at Liverpool. He
Yeah.
didn't hear anything else you said.
But don't you remember the buzzwords back
Yep,
then?
he said, you lot ain't stopping me. I'm going live. And me and Matt said, you're doing what? And then he turned up and it was all done.
He even says we're not even actively seeking a winger, but we're alert to may contend if it becomes a market opportunity.
Is that
Do you remember the slogan?
Is that the only tweet he put out though?
That's the main one, bro. That's the one
main
that got.
was it the only one though?
That's the. All right, let me go back, Carl. Carl's not ready to.
But I saw he said more than that. Man.
No, that's actually the
No,
one.
you
know,
just heard Liverpool, Kvaratskhelia, and saw the road.
do you want me to actually go into the actual article itself?
Did I go live because he said that?
In the road? Yeah,
Yes, bro. You know, let me actually go into the article.
Have you had the kids? Screw. You know what? Let's not relive it because it's a mad thing.
Broski, I'm telling you. You saw Liverpool and Kvaratskhelia and said, yep, I'm running it. That's all you saw. Honestly,
Matt, did he lock us out? We couldn't even get in, could we?
We weren't allowed to. We weren't allowed to.
Couldn't even get in.
People
was like, Drift, Matt, stop him. It's like, we can't do nothing. He's locked us out. Crazy.
It goes in the article. It goes, Liverpool also attentive to the situation despite being well stocked in the wide areas. Diaz, Gakpo, RIP, Jota, and Darwin can all operate from the left-hand side. Kvaratskhelia most effective position. That means it may take a significant departure to create space for such an addition as Kvaratskhelia. Irrespective of Napoli's...
Look at Cal's face when you're reading, bro. This Ornstein grudge is going to be forever.
Yeah, Liverpool are not specifically chasing the player.
He's not forgiving him at all.
I know. Liverpool are not specifically chasing a player of Kvaratskhelia profile, but he is somebody they admire, are keeping tabs on, and will be ready to contend if a market if it becomes a market opportunity.
There goes that market opportunity. Do you know
Liverpool's
what market opportunity really is?
Wait, Drift. There's more. Liverpool's approach in January window is that they will only add to Arne Slot's squad if a special market opportunity arises that makes long-term sense. If Napoli were willing to sell someone of the caliber of Kvaratskhelia at an acceptable price this month, then the appeal will be clear. Liverpool didn't want to add to their squad last January, but they proved in previous... Yeah, I can see why Kyle kind of got... Because Ornstein's doing a lot of like... Well, obviously, if Kvarat's available, then Liverpool, from what I've been told, they'll be interested. That's what he got told, isn't it?
Yeah, Kyle's never forgiven him.
You're never going to forgive
Every time I hear the phrase market opportunity, it just reminds me of being a kid walking with my mum and hearing half a pound, it was about half a pound. That's all market opportunity reminds me of, bro. Are you rewatching your live, Kyle?
He's rewatching the stream. He's remembering.
Kavara! Scalia! Kavara! Yeah, it was mad, bro.
Bro, it's mad. Got the youths them to get involved, you know. The youths, the nephews. Remember, Crabber, Scalia, Crabber, Scalia. Bro, it was mad, you know.
It was dark.
Nah, you wait until they're older, bruv. There it is.
That is a dark memory for Cal. I know it.
That is, you know.
I didn't realize.
Now you understand how mad it was, innit?
I didn't realize.
Man thought he saw Here We Go or something. Man thought he saw we agreed.
You would have thought it was a Here We Go. You
would have thought literally that it says something like Liverpool have agreed terms, or even if we agreed personal terms.
At least with Caicedo, it was a little bit more like Liverpool actually had a bid accepted.
Well, Caicedo, we agreed a fee. We won the auction.
It was like, bang, bid accepted. It was like, but Kvaratskhelia wasn't even close.
Fam, we weren't even there.
Dark. But yeah, guys, back to what we're talking about.
What was we saying though about Slot and how he's staying?
Slot ain't going nowhere. He ain't going anywhere. Are you actually ready for another season of us actually repeating the same mistake we made with Brendan Rodgers? No, we know, Cal. We know it's fine.
No, but he did the FSG stuff as well. FSG ain't sold.
Technically, we were up for sale, but they changed.
We were up for sale, but we couldn't find a buyer.
We were up for sale.
I can't believe I'm defending these owners more than your own owners.
I'm not. You're not defending the owners. You're defending.
I am.
You're
No. But the owners actually put the club up for sale, Carl. They were looking to sell.
Did they though?
Yeah. They just changed their mind.
Where's Jamrock when I need Jamrock? Where's Jamrock? Jamrock did Liverpool at that point when Ornstein tweeted? Go on. Yeah, let me tell you Jamrock says. I know Jamrock follows the business styles of things. I swear, in that moment, they were either looking to or they were.
What would you
See,
lot say is the percentage?
Ornstein does not
yeah.
have any.
Yeah,
LFC
see,
clauses.
I knew I should have trusted Jam.
They did not put the club up for sale. I told
All
you.
right. Watch this.
You man's treating Ornstein like he's the oracle.
Well, I'm not
I'm
just
not
going to
saying he's the oracle, bro.
I
He
remember
gets
at the
things wrong.
time. I'm sure I remember at the time we had a whole conversation about it.
Yeah.
That they officially were up for sale.
No, because of Ornstein. Ornstein made you lot believe like he made me believe.
Oh, I don't remember who it was at the time. I don't remember who it was.
Can you remember what year it was?
That would have been about 2023, maybe.
I'll find the video.
Ah, here we go.
Was that the one? Was that the "We're rich, bitch"? Was it that? That was that video, isn't it?
I went
All right,
live for that
7th of
one as well.
November, 2022. Exclusive. Liverpool have been put up for sale by FSG. Sale deck has been produced in interested parties. Goldman, Sutton, and Morgan Stanley assisting evaluation process. Unclear if deal gets done, but FSG inviting offers.
Yeah, see, I knew we had gone up for sale. I knew it.
No, that's Ornstein saying that.
But
That's
then,
Ornstein saying that.
but then,
No, I don't think Ornstein could say all of that without it being true. That was a lot of like factual things.
Of course he
said.
can.
but then FSG put out a statement saying there have been a number of recent changes of ownership and rumors of changes in ownership at EPL clubs. And inevitably, we are asked regularly about FSG ownership in Liverpool. FSG has frequently received expressions of interest from third parties seeking to become shareholders in Liverpool. FSG has said before that under the right terms and conditions, we would consider new shareholders if it was in best interest of Liverpool as a club. FSG remains fully committed to the success of Liverpool, both on and off the pitch. Yeah, they definitely put it up for sale. You wouldn't have to put up some big statement if you weren't selling, bro.
I disagree.
I think they were, bro. I think they were exploring. I don't know, man. They're your owners, Carl, so I guess it don't really matter, innit? They're your owners.
They are my owners.
So I hear it.
They are still my owners. They genuinely are. So you lot, man. So based on Ornstein, you lot think Slot's staying.
It's not just about Ornstein, Carl. Even
Right,
for
guys, we just got to relive this moment because I've just got such a hell of a nostalgic thing just watching it. We have to watch this back, guys. We was on crud. This is embarrassing.
Huh? The
Unless
book
it's in the book.
Like, he wouldn't be that brazy.
He would. You think he wouldn't? He? What if he knows that Arab money's coming, bro? He'll put anything in that.
Linders would say something along the lines of like, the intensity that we play with, surely Cody Gakpo would be an amazing signing for Liverpool football. You know, he would say something like that.
You keep it more brazen now, but like, look, pussy-os, what you need to understand is we're about to be rich, biatch. So what you need to understand is Gakpo's coming in for 6 months to get us what we need. And then he'll become a squad player and we'll do a Chelsea thing. A man will go on rotation. It is what it is.
I said 6 months rental.
Like I said, can you bring me the rotation? And I'll be right there.
I'll be right here. Gakpo.
It's what it is, bro.
So, as I always like to do with these players, I like to do a little
swap Harvey Barnes for Mbappe and swap Zaha for like,
guys.
I don't know.
I set this.
What are we doing? Looking to buy man and we scrub the boots, bro. Harvey Barnes and Zaha. Can't we rich, bitch? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro?
Nah, I don't Zaha like that still. I know that.
What are we doing, bro?
I'm not gonna Harvey Barnes.
Oh. Guess it's not just me, is it, Adrift?
I thought we was about to be rich, boy.
We got gassed.
Mad.
I said swap Zaha for Mbappe, did I?
Yeah.
That's mental.
Crazy. That, you know, I'm not gonna lie. When you think you're about to be rich, it changes your whole persona. And you know what's mad? If you go back and actually watch that, yeah, I tried to remain humble and Cal gassed me up from the beginning. If you watch
I was mad humble. I feel like I wasn't doing too much.
More and more hyped as the time went on, bro.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the stream, Cal had me realizing the money's gonna change everything. And I was just on it, bro. It was crazy. Mad. And this is the reason why I don't think it's fair that teams like Chelsea and Man City and Newcastle can't spend their money, because I'd be a hypocrite. I've always said, let the man splash. If you've got it, you should be allowed to splash it. Straight. I think it's mad that if you got money, you can't spend it.
To be fair, Newcastle would have been competing for titles, I would have thought, or at least close by now, you know. If they actually got to spend their actual money, like
if they're allowed to do what they want.
Newcastle.
No. I'm not saying
they spent terribly last summer. That's why they're
no.
not
They did. What I'm saying is they've been handicapped a little bit though in terms of the money that they can spend. Though,
Cal, I'm promising you right now. You see some of these names we're talking about, like Kvaratskhelia and players like this. If they were just allowed to spend, these men would all play for Newcastle. Think about it.
Yeah, they probably would. You know,
they would have blown everyone out the water.
That's how it started with City.
They would have played. Yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if they even came close to getting Kylian when his deal was coming up. You know how much money they would have thrown at him if their trillionaire owners would have been able to just start throwing money around. Newcastle would be on crud right now. And you know what? Fair game. If they've got £1 trillion owner, they should be allowed to be on crud, to be honest. But
no, because that's when the game just becomes too corrupt, because then it'll just become sports washing, literally.
Yeah, but bro, we've already got PJOML handing out Premier Leagues anyway, bro. So the corruption's at an all-time high. So does it really matter anyway? You know what I mean? We're getting teams that are relegating teams and winning leagues out here, and nobody's saying nothing. So
it's asking for it to be fair. That's all. Just asking for
asking for some fairness, man. You
know remember, Liverpool fans. Yeah, check complete. Yeah. Remember that one, yeah.
This is why I never forgive him.
All we want across the board.
This is why I never forgive Ornstein.
Right back. No way, man! Done the gold dust. Cal, you done the gold dust.
You lot. I lost all hope, you lot. Look at us now, people. First and foremost, I'm not going to be on for long. I've got work in the morning. It is almost 2 a.m. in the UK. I am so tired, people. I was almost falling asleep on the sofa.
Hold on. Did Matt bring this up?
He's looking at me.
No, this is Cal.
Right now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
This is what he's looking at me with daggers. But you know what? We get Caicedo, so I might even sleep.
Wait, someone just took. Why does Cal look like this sassy?
How about that?
That is how do you say it in Spanish?
Was just out here vaping just for the sake of it, but he's actually making phone calls and making signings.
That was racist, man.
people.
Cal look like this sassy. He does look like this sassy.
We're getting Caicedo.
He does.
So it's
racist.
Now look,
you got the baby plaits
before they hatch.
Racist.
But what have you done? This has got the same plaits.
Brighton have played a blinder. Brighton and Hove.
Does he look like the sassy? Yes or no?
Salute.
They know. You just don't want the name to stick.
Cal Sassy is crazy.
Yeah, that's mental. I didn't say that.
Big up, Saeed. I've never been FSG out, bro.
Oh, is this the day
keep
the
on telling these people
what day is
about
this?
my owners, but no one wants to listen. John W. Henry is goated. Jörg Smacker is goated.
Yeah, Cal's gonna go.
We are the best team in the world again, and now we've just got to taken two of the best midfielders in the league and one of the best midfielders from Germany and said, "Klopp, go on, Geppetto." It's dangerous. Oh my goodness, I'm buzzing, you guys. I waited for moments like this. I've waited for moments where my clubs step up and say, "We're around." Yesterday, Lewis jumped in the stream when Lavia news broke and he said, "We're around." Lewis, Matisse, we're around. We are him.
Matt, do you know what's giving me joke? It's because it's 2 a.m. He's got a whisper.
Yeah,
Trent,
it's the whisper.
Because you know, Cal would have just scream his head off, but because the kids are asleep,
he's doing the loud silence.
I'm getting whiffs of title challenging. I'm getting that whiff. Oh, title little challenge. I feel it in my bones, people.
He's whispering loud, you know. You
Bro,
know he
it's
wants to go mad.
Loud whispering, bro.
People, let's just celebrate that we've even put in a bid of this.
You know, we were
celebrate
sleeping at this point, man. We
If
didn't
he
even know
passes the
We didn't even
I
know,
see him
fam.
in one of these red shirts. Shameless Sanderson is going to return in a way you've never seen him before. I can't even stand up right now because I'm wearing nothing but boxers and socks. If I stand up, the channel's getting shut down. Oh, almost had you. No, I can't even do it, but it's a madness. But just know the table's rising and my hands are up here, people. It's a madness. We have gone from having a midfield in distress to having one of the midfield combinations that the world envies.
Oh man!
Oh,
I've got mad, you know.
Game.
Yeah, Caicedo news made Cal
I
lose his
love
marbles.
this
It's
game.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy.
Shout out to Jamie Phillips, football
Oh,
chaps.
man.
Jamie
gassed up as well.
Boslow of our attack. Oh, Jamie, get the gas lead. Not for you, pause. Doc Goosey says, Cal, what we saying? 30k and Caicedo in 1 week. Could you even imagine it? Dan J, my blood club. My life just keeps on getting better and better. You have no idea. Say it with your chest, big man. We're getting Caicedo. Incredible scene. Shout out to Tafar, just become a member. H says, not gonna lie, I was finna have a tug and get some sleep.
No,
no, damn, that give me the chance to sleep. I'm about
H, that's diabolical, bro.
that is mental, bro.
That is
all
diabolical.
big up yourself, H. Jamie says, where in the hell did we find 110 mil from? British record. Our midfield now with that attack. Big problems for everyone. Huge problems for everyone. We got the. I can't like this.
You know what, Cal? I respect it because if you can't laugh at yourself, then you know what I mean.
I'm not laughing at myself. I'm just.
Well, I am because that was embarrassing when I was just talking all that shake stuff. It was crazy.
This is why I won't forgive. I can't forgive Ornstein. He's done this to me too many times.
I really thought we were gonna be rich. Take me back. You know when that date was? It was. I'll tell you when it was. It was.
I want to say maybe August the 10th or something.
It was.
Or August the 14th or something like that. It was before the first game of the season against Chelsea.
It was the 7th of November, 22.
What, Caicedo news?
No, when we thought we were going to be rich, when we thought the owners were selling the club. 7th of November, 22, we thought we were selling the club.
And now Ornstein said we're going to keep Slot.
Oh, it's dark, you know.
You know what, Cal? Even if you look at the law of averages, he's got to get one right. He's got to get one right.
I know you're gonna hate it, bro, but yeah,
It's going to be this one. Are you lot actually ready? Are you lot actually ready?
Ready for
Slot?
what?
Chat, are you ready for Slot to get another crack at the whip? Are we ready?
How can we be?
You got to find the best way, man. You have to find the best way to deal with it, man. Remember you were walking home and you were late and you knew when you got in you were going to get a beating? What did you do?
I just didn't get home late, bro. just being real with you, I didn't get home late.
Matt, I know you was a rebel. What did you do when you know you was going to get your ass whooped when you got home? What was the plan? How did you deal with the inevitable outcome?
What's that said against where?
You're on your way home. You're 2 hours late. You know you're going to get whipped. It's inevitable. It's Thanos. It's happening. Yeah. What was your mindset? How did you go into it? How did you brace yourself for how did you go? Like, did you put the key in the door? Did you stand outside for a little? What did you do to brace yourself for the inevitable?
Bro, you just take a deep breath because you know what's about to happen. That's all you can do, bro. Or and then I thought to myself, yeah, let me go and get a book because you know I have to put that book, fam. Pause. You get me? So that book might be protection from getting a whoop ass.
You're gonna have to use that very. Oh no, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If they go to give that smack and then the book's there and then like they hurt their hand or something like that, bro, you're gonna get even more. you're gonna get even more of a beating. But no, whatever you did to prepare yourself is gonna have to be something similar to that to get through the next season. Whatever it was you did to deal with a stressful situation, get used to the idea of having to do that again because he ain't going nowhere. And when we're getting linked with players and we don't like the players and a lot of them are gonna be Dutch. And all the things we're going to have to deal with, hey, we might have to start learning some of those Dutch phrases.
I'm trying to find this other video if I can find it, yeah. Where is it? Go on, you guys continue to this, yeah, if I can find it, it's hilarious.
Yeah. Get used to it, boys.
If Slot stays, I'm writing off next season.
So,
but call me crazy. Maybe this is just coming out as a smokescreen for something.
Well, what could it possibly be a smokescreen?
I don't know, Matt. You know I don't know, bro. How the hell am I gonna know?
Bro, Chelsea are talking to Alonso and Miguel Delaney. I think he said something not too long ago about Alonso and Chelsea. Like, that's it. Delaney at 9:53. Alonso thinks that Chelsea squad fits his ideology as progress made. No serious contact with Liverpool, with Slot still expected to remain.
Guys, he's not going anywhere.
That's what I'm saying, not going nowhere, bro.
He's at the what? Why are people finding this like?
Man said smoke screen. No, we're just gonna get smoked again by the same teams. They no smoke screen
at some point, guys. Everyone seems to be using what they've collected over the years as proof as to why it can't work. And I understand why you would do that from a logical point of view. But our owners don't do things the normal way. They don't. So when you go normally a team like Liverpool finishing in this position and losing this many games, they get rid of their manager. But Liverpool don't operate the same. We don't. I don't even think we would have got rid of Brendan Rodgers when we signed Klopp if Klopp and Ancelotti weren't available. If they weren't available, I think Brendan Rodgers would have continued on for longer in that season.
Shall I be honest with you? People ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but this is actually just, you know, you got to do with reality. Like, you might, it's like saying, I don't know, like you're up all night and you know you got to work in the morning at 9, and you know that when you go sleep, if you go sleep late, you're gonna wake up, you still have to go work, right? No matter how late you go to bed, you're gonna go work. It's inevitable. You just have to get round to the idea that you're gonna be tired at work, right? We just have to get used to the idea that Slot is going to be our coach, and instead of every single show we complain about Arne Slot, why don't we just accept that he's going to be here and just hope that Liverpool can have a good summer and that the manager can improve on this season.
Thank you, Matt. I've been trying to say that, but because everyone thinks I've got this fucking agenda of Slot. But thank you for saying.
It doesn't mean you support him. It's just like, but what's the point in every single like?
Thank you.
So basically, every single, yeah, it just becomes like.
So you man are slotting.
It's redundant at this point.
No one's slotting. I want this manager gone.
Bro, it doesn't mean if we come into the realization it's going to happen, bro. It does not mean we like it.
Sounds like you man are slotting.
Nah, man.
What are you talking about?
No one don't want him here, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is, Kyle, is if you know, Kyle, if you know you got work in the morning, you know you're going to be tired, innit? Remember back in the day when we used to make the joke here about how you used to, like I used to say, like, bro, at times man's tired at work, struggling. But I knew I was going to be tired. Bro, you know the manager's going to be here.
And we're going to be tired, man.
We're going to be tired.
We're going to be tired.
So
we're going to be exhausted of this.
You don't think there's anything we can do as a fan base?
I could be wrong, and maybe it's the best smokescreen we've ever seen. Ever
Only a
in the
protest,
history. I'm not saying
and I don't think the fan, and if I'm being honest with you, I don't think that the fan base is at the point, because I don't think the failure has reached a level for the toxicity to reach an actual protest against the manager.
This manager here, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, I think the masses would have only turned out if Liverpool had the type of season where, like, we're in the bottom half of the league and all that kind of stuff. Then I think a protest would have happened and the people would have been way more vocal. Because we finished in the Champions League, I don't think the outcry is that much. Like, I don't actually think you could organize a protest for Slot out.
No, I think the outcry has been enough from like, dare I say it, like online. And I think
But
only
do
now.
you actually think we could get a Slot out protest? Do you actually
Bruv,
think
you see what they did with
people
Mbappe? If we're serious, we got to do the same thing. You see what Real Madrid did with Mbappe, where they got the A team, even though bare of it probably bots, but the premise is we got to do that for Slot, you know. What I'm saying is, yeah, I don't want him here. I want him gone. I don't think he's good enough. I've been saying for time, yeah, he was good for short term, but not long term. It's like life, innit? Some things are good for you short term, but not good for you for the long term. He needs to go. My worry is that this fan base is already toxic as it is, yeah, and like we're having these continuous fights about like this needs to happen. We know what needs to happen, but is it actually going to happen? Kyle, you're going magic. Kyle, you know what? You know
He's
what?
taking out on us now, man.
You're lashing out. You're just lashing out.
Yeah, you're lashing out.
You're annoyed with Ornstein because he told you that we were looking at flipping Kvaratskhelia. You're annoyed at Ornstein because we was looking like we're gonna sell the club, and then Ornstein says he's not going nowhere. Fam, even Fabrizio today has said, I don't think Arne Slot's going anywhere. As things currently stand, Liverpool are looking to support the manager. What can we do, bruv? Other than just sit here, we're just gonna sit here and lie?
Have you man signed a petition?
Have you? What petition is there?
I didn't even know there was a petition.
I didn't know there was. Send it to me then.
Of course, you guys didn't. That's my
But
point.
you know, petitions don't work because rivals can sign it.
I've signed it
those
twice.
type of things don't even count.
I've signed it twice.
Kyle,
I didn't even know there was one.
Kyle, in your heart of hearts, do you think the manager is leaving? Yes or no?
Say that again.
All jokes aside, do you think the manager is going to leave, Kyle? Do you think that Liverpool will sack him? Because I'm scared they won't sack him. That's why I'm speaking like this. It's not that we don't want him gone. I'm scared we won't sack him.
Somebody send me the petition. I'll sign it right now.
I'll sign it right now, bro.
I'm not giving up hope.
You haven't given up hope?
I'm not going to. I'm changing. I'm having a U-turn. I'm not going to. So I'll tell you why. Because I don't think we win any of our last two games.
Agreed, but Liverpool will get Champions League. That's the problem.
No, we will. We'll sneak in. I mean, we say that. I'm gonna be real. There's actually a chance we don't.
All right, let me ask you this. Yeah, let me show you.
We'll beat Villa, guys. They've got a Europa League final to prepare for.
That's not even the definitive, but I know
we ain't beating.
We'll beat Villa.
How much do you dislike Arne Slot? Would you sacrifice Champions League football next year if Arne Slot left? Would you sacrifice Liverpool being in the Champions League?
I would.
Now let me go on, Carl.
Yeah. No, I would. Yeah.
Say it again.
I'd much rather a Europa League campaign with a new manager than Slot.
But so would I. I'm getting rid of him, bro. I don't care if we had to play in. We had no. I don't care if we had no Europe.
And at least we know we're going to guarantee a trophy. We're in the Europa League.
At least you know it's a fresh start. Fresh
start, trophy in the bag. Yeah, 100%. I would.
Keeping this man just to...
Otherwise, we're going to ruin the whole of next season. He'll get 10 games. We'll already be at the title race. And then, boom, the whole season's wasted. For what? I'd rather be in the Europa League.
Drift, can I just tell you something? If Villa beat us and Bournemouth win their next game, they go on to 58 points and we stay on 59 points.
Yeah, I know.
So we could miss out on Champions League.
We could still miss out on Champions League.
But you know what scares me? We'll miss out on Champions League and they'll still keep this brother. Double whammy.
If we lose a Champions League spot to Bournemouth,
yeah, nah, bruv. Fold
then he'll get fired. Then he'll get fired. He'll get fired.
I know Bournemouth are playing Man City. I understand that, but I'm not putting it past Bournemouth to potentially get a result.
No, I think they will. Now Man City know the title's over. I wouldn't be surprised.
But Cal, are you all jokes aside? Yeah, you see how you say like FSG, they're your owners. Are you not questioning your owners? Like
it's a dictatorship.
You knew what I was gonna say in it. You don't want to hear. You don't want to hear what I have to say. No, you have to hear what I have to say.
It's not.
Hear what I have to say.
It's not cut and dry for City.
They haven't sacked him,
and I look at the fixtures and I look at the.
They haven't sacked him,
and I don't think it's impossible.
They haven't sacked him.
I don't think it's impossible.
All right, this is how we're gonna do it. They haven't sacked him. Yeah, no, I took him out. I'm gonna get my point across. I'm gonna put Cal back in.
Okay.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, they haven't sacked.
This video is sponsored by OK Jersey, rated an impressive 4.5 on Trustpilot, people. And with the World Cup coming up, you are going to want to make sure you grab one of these jerseys. £15 is all you have to spend for these impressive jerseys, and you can rep your country and your flag properly.
I want to dance. Let me show you how.
It's the curse of cow, boxers on, juice in hand. Every time he talks a ball and lands in A&E fam. Kop-ish settings, but this one's cursed still.
That's dark. That is dark.
And that tune is a banger. We need to hear it.
Big up Sharif, bad boy in the building.
That's a banger. I'm not even gonna.
But Cal, what I wanted to ask you, you have to answer the question, bro. You're doing too much dodging. You have to answer the question, Cal.
I don't have to answer anything.
Here I'm gonna say, they haven't sacked him, Cal, and if they don't sack him, why are you still FSG in, bro? Because that again, that's like another big thing that they would have made a mistake. They made a mistake already. You've wanted Gerrard for a long time, so you still trust your owners, and they won't sack this coach.
Cal, do you know what? Just in case there's a
no, Drift, don't save him. Let him answer the question.
Oh, okay, yeah, go on.
Do you still back FSG as your owners, even though they haven't sacked Arne Slot?
I don't think this is a show for this.
No, it is.
Right, let me give you some food for thought then, Cal. Just in case there's a small chance that the curse is real. Backing FSG keeps Slot in the job, bro. So really what you need to do is, if you stop backing them, then Slot will go. The curse will be broken and the manager will leave.
So you do think I'm cursed then?
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if small chance the curse is real, just pivot away from the ownership and let's see what happens.
This is
when you say FSG, who? When you use the term FSG, who are you exactly speaking about?
Fenway Sports Group.
Could you give me a name?
Anybody rascal involved?
No, Jeff, don't let him do this. They all fall under the same umbrella, buddy. Yeah? Edwards, Hughes, Mike Gordon, Tom Werner,
Billy Hogan.
Billy Hogan, J Dubs, fam, them man there are all under FSG umbrella.
The whole of them.
All of them are, Cal.
So let me get this straight.
Do you trust them?
If a Liverpool player tomorrow goes out and let's say they go out and they're drunk outside of a club and they smash a car up, is every single Liverpool player liable for that one Liverpool player?
Oh
no, but the ones that were with him are.
Is this what we're doing?
I'm just asking the questions.
Guilty by association, bro.
You're conflicted. You're conflicted and it's bad.
Yeah, he's fully
bad.
Conflicted.
It's bad.
I'm conflicted by anything.
Do you know why you're so conflicted? Yeah, you want this manager gone so badly, but you love off these owners, fam. Cinnabon, Ribena. Which one you picking, Cal?
Cinnabon.
Forever. You can only pick one forever. Cinnabon or Ribena. You have to lose one of them forever.
Remember, Cal don't really care about Ribena.
Sorry, I said Ribena. I meant apple juice. I'm going mad now. See, look, you got me going mad. Ribena, you know.
For the real ones out there, never forget.
And he only drinks rum.
Yeah.
Call him back like he never left. No more curse, just vibes and blessings.
Forget. Never forget.
I don't know if it did leave. I think it just pivoted, but we'll see.
Remember when Mourinho had that press conference? Respect. That's what that's.
I'm gonna say something that I never thought I'd even say. I never believed in the cow curse, but I can't lie. I'll never forget when Drift was like, anyhow we buy these bad boy players and they're absolutely shit. Look what's happened to Vance and Isak Black. How are we gonna buy 2 top players and they're moving like that? It don't make sense. Why us, fam? Why?
Ever since Cal started backing the owners, even the manager got shit.
Yeah.
Salah got shit. Ibu's been a bozo. It's wild.
Like, bro,
Nah, damn.
we signed the players that
I
we've
beg
been.
you, stop backing the owners,
Bro, we wanted. All jokes aside, yeah, Cal wanted Isak from like I want to say year 2022
He wanted him
Which
since he
jokes
came
aside?
Prem.
or 2021. Same as me because we
I
done
wanted
like
to-
members videos and we were like, these are the
Yeah, I
strikers that
wanted to
Isak
sign
wanted
him.
them. Yeah, Cal wanted him from time like, and so did I. And it's like, all jokes aside, yeah, it's so Liverpool though to get the player that you've been after for so long, and it just.
You know, the first time I ever heard of Florian Wirtz was when you two were having a
me
conversation
off.
about him and Shirky.
And Musiala.
Yeah.
That's how far back that's how long Cal wanted.
Bro, it's
Wirtz.
back in 2021-22 season,
Yeah,
like when we
I
were
think,
talking
if
about.
if I'm not mistaken, I think both of them are only like 18.
I think. Oh no, maybe like 20 or 9. Yeah,
Nah, but I
20
think
maybe.
They were still teenagers when we had that conversation, Matty. No, it was a long time ago.
This is
It was a long.
What Dev said is mad.
You guys are accusing me of lashing out, but really and truly, you lot are all lashing out at me because things are going wrong.
Don't
No, we
worry,
just
bro.
asked to stop backing the owners. That's
Imran's got you, bro. Don't worry.
attack incoming. Look,
Go on then. What are you saying about this?
well,
Do you know what though, Cal?
Nah, that's
Hold
your
on,
lot's
no.
boy, isn't it? Ornstein's your lot's boy.
No, he's not. Don't do
nah,
that.
he's not my boy.
That's you lot's
How's
boy.
it our boy all of a sudden?
That's your lot's boy. Ornstein's your lot's boy. Is Ibu going then? Because Drift, you told me Ibu was staying.
I know.
You said Rich.
Everyone did though. No, but
you said
everyone. Remember, I said he was going.
You
And
said
then
that
I thought-
22 Drift, didn't you? So is there a Drift first?
Cal, you can't do this, man.
No, I'm still gonna hope that this is one of the ones Ornstein's got wrong, but it is a little worrying. It is a little worrying.
Of course, it's what you're not still a little bit worried, Cal, that you
I'll
haven't
be
signed
honest,
yet.
if he doesn't stay, bro, it's FSG not giving him a deal. It ain't because he wants to go. Ibu don't want to leave Liverpool.
Cal will blame Ibu because remember FSG is his owners. Remember he'll blame Ibu.
I said
It'll
from-
be Ibu's
I
fault.
said-
I hear it.
I am not
Cal.
believing Ibu stays until I see him sign a contract.
Cal, are you in favor of FSG letting Salah go then?
No,
Okay.
So, Cal, why are you backing him?
look,
That one time they took you to the strip club.
Told
That
you, he's conflicted Cal. That's what we're calling from now on. Conflicted Cal.
I'm a Christian. I would go to a strip club and I'm happily married. So can we just take that idea off the table straight away?
Conflicted, bro.
Secondly, you can still be you can still admire something or someone and still know their flaws. I'm not saying these owners are perfect. I'm just saying they've done a lot more right than wrong.
All of our legends are leaving. It wouldn't surprise me if Virgil's had enough.
Hold on, Matt. You said you wouldn't have given Robbo a renewal contract either.
Did I not say at the start of the season? Drift said, "Oh, Robbo's been playing well," and I said, case in point, that's kind of mad because I wanted him gone last year, but the way he's been playing, I'm all right with him staying this year.
Would you give Robbo a new contract then, Matt?
No, maybe not now. But that's one person though. That's one. Is Salah not a legend?
Drift, you're gonna
Is
say
Salah not a legend?
Drift,
Is Salah not a legend?
Are you gonna say anything to Matt, Drift?
Did you want
want
Robbo
Robbo
gone though, Cal?
You want your left back gone,
Did
Drift?
you want Robbo sold? Yes or no?
I didn't want him sold. I'm happy for him to leave on a free.
Yeah, bruv, I remember me and you was on the same wavelength with Robbo. Now you're trying to do up semantics.
No, bro.
You wanted him gone. Yes, you did.
No, I
Yes,
didn't.
you
I
did.
never said-
You,
when
you,
did I ever
you
say
done the
that?
whole. I don't mind if he sold.
No, I never said that, Matt. I said keep him to the end of the season, let him go on a free.
All right, cool.
When did I say I wanted him sold? I've never said that.
Okay, no.
Even last summer when the Atletico Madrid game was happening,
Never said it.
never said I'd sell him.
Trying to remind you. Just saying.
So
I'm just asking Cal to just pull away from the support of the ownership for a week.
No.
and let's see what happens.
Drift is cool, man.
Just
Let
for
him back
1
his
week.
owners.
Just pull away from that back in the owners just for 1 week and let's see.
No,
what
let him back his owners. The same owners that want that's getting with the Salah. Let him. Those are the owners that Cal wants to associate himself with.
it was a mutual termination, technically.
I can't believe you just said that about Mo Salah. This is what these owners got you doing. Yeah, this is
I'm
crazy.
I'm not being guilty by association for.
Yeah, you stay there with your owners, bro. You stay there.
I'm just going to go through the super chats, guys, because I think this feel like this episode of Kopish has become really toxic. So I'm just going to go through the super chats and hope that we can all sleep on what's happened this evening and prevail clearer minds tomorrow. I think it's very harsh that you never liked me anyway, Ram. I'm just stating the facts.
Peter, make me come out I rain. Peter, come out I rain. You know, see that get bad. Peter, we are going to blood down. Peter, you're nearly dead.
We cannot replace him. We cannot. Emotional damage.
I'm just going to read out the super chats. I understand everyone's very emotional at the moment. And if I've got to be the person you've got to take your frustration out on for you to get through this horrible phase, then I'll be that person, innit? If I've got to be the person that takes the bullet for you guys, then shoot.
I think the only bullet you jump in front of would be for FSG.
That's you lashing out, Drift. That's fair enough.
Cal, who you picking? FSG or Salah?
Salah's going, so I don't get a choice anymore.
The fact that you said that is mental.
Now, if someone was busting shots, who would you jump in front of? Me or JW Henry?
He's picking J Dubs, bro.
No, I pick you, Drift.
Oh, thank God for that. Jeez.
JW Henry's got security.
Oh, wow. That's the only reason.
I said if you have security, it'll be a decision to make.
Damn, son.
It's not a decision, though. I jump in front of you because J Dub's got security. So I know you're both surviving.
Damn. Damn, son.
I don't understand. No.
Crazy. Fair enough.
Thomas says, big up, boys. Please, I pray for no Grab and Mac debates. I can't take it anymore. The toxicity in the collab shows how poor of a state we're in now. I hear it.
It is getting toxic.
It's bad. It is bad. I can't lie.
Ethan says, letting this manager stay will bleed into next season. We will be in the same situation like United was with Ten Hag. Shake my head. We don't learn. #fuming.
Yeah.
We've
actually got our own evidence of that with Brendan as well. We don't even have to look at other clubs. We can literally just look at what we did with Brendan, and it was a mistake. It ended up okay in the end because we got Klopp, but it took Klopp about 3 years to repair the damage. So,
Josh says, if we don't make a change, serious misconduct. We got Josh, very true. I know Ram's in the chat, but I just want to make clear to everyone, Ram was the last person to be FSG out. He only became FSG out a couple of weeks ago. There's still a jury out there whether he still is actually FSG out or not. Shawnee says, Alonso goes to Chelsea, LFC legacy dies. That's fair. Noah says, there's no managerial list. Slot is staying, guys.
We know this for sure.
Also want to be clear as well. When Drifty came back to making content, the first video he did was a slot in video. Josh Media TV.
I did.
No.
That was in October, November. I did.
I dare you try that with me. I dare you. I double dare you, fam. I swear.
If I'm not mistaken, though, during the Civil War video, I don't think you were slot out, Matt.
He wasn't.
I don't think you were. You was on the fence. You wasn't slot out.
You were still leaning towards being slot.
I remember because I watched that.
I wasn't leaning to being towards slotting. I was just on the fence.
You were
That's
maybe
maybe not.
You weren't out.
No, but then by the end of the video, I was flat out. You can see,
weren't.
you can see it.
Nobody-
Like, the
nobody-
evidence is there.
No. Not by the end of that video, you weren't. No.
I'm sorry, what?
I was the
You
first one
collected
to
all the
look out.
Infinity Stones at that point, and you're figuring out whether you're going to.
Wow, is this what we're doing? Okay. All right, gloves are off now. All right, cool. Say less. You man. Say less.
All spare in love
Say
or war,
less.
my friend.
Nah, it's cool.
I mean, Drift was calling you out when he made that video as well, Matt. If you were slut out like you say you were. Josh Media TV. do you know what? They don't learn. So effing slow to decide. Speed kills deals. They F around with contracts too. What's happening with Ibu, etc. I hear that. You're not going to speak to each other about what you said about each other, or cool. Fair.
What's that?
No, nothing.
What,
Jai
signing?
said, no. As in, like, because Jiff was fully slot in and said, "Give your head a wobble if you're slot out in it." Like that was literally his first video back. And you did the Civil War.
There's no shame in my game. You lot know.
You did the Civil War video, which was epic also. But I remember you segregated the two screens. The people on the screen, what the side was slot in, slot out, and you were
Ross, it's what we're doing.
Jai says,
you're down bad. You're down bad. And just for that, you wait. I'm gonna get more evidence.
And
Just
Ram,
watch.
just to
Just
be
watch.
clear, Ram said that if Liverpool won the Champions League, he'd be slotting. So technically, he only became slot out when we lost the second leg to PSG.
I was slot out.
and that was April. So me saying he was only
You
slot
was
in-
the first person. Then it was me. Then it was Drift. You was the first.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying Remember, Ram said if we win the Champions League, he's not sacking the manager. So
oh yeah,
up in-
yeah. There was. Oh yeah, that's stupid.
up-
Yeah.
up until
I
technically-
won't say that at all.
So
No,
technically,
you
up
can't
until
put that in.
April when we got knocked out, if I'm not mistaken, it was April 14th. That was when we lost to PSG. So technically, Ram's only been out for about 3 weeks. Welcome to the
This
club.
is nasty work from Kyle, you know.
Welcome to the club.
I'm not gonna lie, Cal just walked in, full clip. Didn't give a damn, bro.
It's because he got rushed so many times. He said, "Nope, this is my get back."
No, I just find it crazy how people can throw stones in a glass house.
I do find it crazy that how you.
I'm
can
just picking
defend
up the
FSG.
stones and saying, "Here's your stones, guys."
Cal,
Cool.
Cal,
No, but I'm
honest-
also saying Salah's leaving. FSG's cool with it. FSG won't sack Slot. You're cool with it. I'm just asking questions.
Cal,
I'm not cool with them not
honest
sacking
question, bro. When JW Henry made that apology video, did you forgive him?
No, not at the time. Drift, if I'm not mistaken, when I
Nice.
said when I said Iraola could replace Slot, you looked at me sideways and said, "No way, he's a Premier League winning manager." Your words.
Oh no,
2025.
we've never had that conversation.
we've
We've never had that conversation. Not recently, anyway. When did we have that conversation recently?
So would you replace Slot with Iraola given the option?
I'd honestly replace him with anybody at this point. I'm just so sick of
Oh.
him.
I'm gonna
So,
start
but that,
calling you
that
Adidas.
conversation must have been in 25, not 26.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'll go call you Adidas because you're flip flopping. But
In
cool.
25, maybe I would have said that, but not in 2026. No, I would have never said that in 2026. No.
But you
But
said
in
he's a-
2025, yeah, maybe I did say that. I don't know. That
but
was a while ago.
How all of a sudden Iraola over Slot when
No, I'm
Iraola's
just
never
so
won a
sick
Premier
of
League?
Slot now that I don't care. And a lot has transpired since then. He's
But he's
ruined
never won a
what I
Premier
thought
League.
of him.
What's he won?
Remember,
What's Iraola
bro,
won?
I'm going to be honest with you, yeah? Slot has ruined what I thought of him so much so that I'm even now questioning whether the title is his or Klopp's. That is actually how much Slot
Wow.
has ruined what I thought of him.
Sounds like
Yeah,
sounds like
hey,
I'm
bro,
the only
I'm-
one who's being consistent.
Bro, if you keep poking the bear, eventually you'll get mauled.
First you're singing opera, now you're reading rap music, bro. You're moving like Machine Gun Kelly, bro. What genre are you?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Like, and that's how much he's annoyed me, bro. So, you know what I mean?
Just saying that the real ones know who was really slot out from the beginning still.
Hey,
The
Jerome,
real ones-
I would consider it, you know.
100%.
I'd consider it.
I was slot out from early, just not as early. Man's actually like, yeah, I was never like slotting like back end of the season and like that. Early. Say from like December. Because I remember we done the video on my channel like in November. I'll say that from December when I was fully convinced. That was my thing, innit? So
Yes. Jai says peak slot is us failing to qualify for the Champions League on the final day with Mo, Robbo, and Allison playing their final game for us. Next season, we're going to be suffering and pain, and our Man United spiral begins. I think it's already begun.
If he doesn't get Champions League, he'll be gone though. That's the only, in my opinion, that's the only metrics in which he's sacked.
Shout out to Armada, says articles from years ago saying Alonso was the top pick. Wonder what changed in the club's mentality.
We don't like being rejected, and the faith they have in Slot.
Matt's hairline says, "Damn cow beard looking alright still." W Judge.
that is mental. All right, big up Matt's hairline, bro.
Aminor says Bowen should join Man United instead. Hold that Green Ranger. Bun Man United, man.
They've already got Mbeumo. Why would he go there?
Big up to
That's what I'm saying. They got their guy, bro.
Big up to Drizzy and Morgan, guys. Subscribe to their channel. Our brothers over
Big
there.
up.
Big up,
lads.
Doing great things on their channel. Shout out to Victor, who says, for me, Ryan is the right wing we need. 5 goals in his first 4 months in the Prem. Imagine what he'll do in a full season. PSG want him, but we're trying to sign a backup wingers. May that make sense? Maybe PSG want him because we might be getting Barcola or someone else that they've got. Elliot says we got too many wing fielders. We need pure pace.
What's a wing fielder? Is that a term of
just basically wingers who are midfielders?
Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, like what Carl said, but even still, yeah,
like Lallana's a Coutinho type midfield.
Just number 10s, like just.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a good term. You should copyright that. That's a good way.
Shout out to Thomas. Question for you all: is Slot Roberto Martinez 2.0? Added his own style slightly at first with benefits from the old manager. Looked good, slowly got worse. Moyes' defensive solidity and Klopp's fitness and mentality. I think that's been a bit of a disservice to Martinez, if I'm going to be honest.
Here's the thing that confuses me on this Slot stuff more than anything, though. If you look at the way he played football at Feyenoord, and then you look at his first season at Liverpool, how capable he was of tactically changing things up and winning games on actual tactics. Because we can't do too much revisionism because he's a dickhead now, right? There was a lot of games last year where we weren't winning at halftime. No. We weren't winning at halftime. He would have assessed the first half. He'd make the adequate changes. Then we'd win the game. Where has that man gone? I am so confused where that man has gone. Because I don't know how he can so drastically become somebody different. And that's what confuses the fuck out of me with this whole Slot shit. Like, I don't know why he just drastically decided to change, become a different person. And all of a sudden now we're here and he won't even go back. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him.
No banter. The reason why that happened is
no banter.
No banter. The reason why that happened.
I'm just confused. Maybe it was Heitinga. You know what? I can't even lie because he left and then look what happened. It
maybe ideologies as well, though. Ideologies I think changed. Personally,
I mean, some of us said that Slot weren't great from 2025, but
I don't get what happened. I really don't get what happened.
Some of us said Slot hasn't been great since 2025. But
people were questioning from the back end.
No. I think it's disingenuous to say the whole of the year. Maybe from like March, April, possibly. I think it's disingenuous to say right the way till January. It's not. We haven't played crap football since January.
No, but there was a massive drop off though, and the fans or the people in our chat were saying though.
Going out to PSG,
it was true though. It was true. Also, you're thinking it's not going to stay, but.
I got rushed by 2 of my brethren for saying we should be in Ibiza. Vitu says Ryan has 100 mil release clause, same as Diamonde, both price 86 million. Ryan is on 45k, Yan Diamonde is on 16k weekly, both 19. Only reason we want Yan is wages. Typical, he's overrated. I actually think Yan would actually command more wages than Ryan because he's with Rock Nation. Is it Rock Nation or Live Nation? Live Nation, right? He'd
I
actually,
feel like it was Rock Nation. Yeah, one of them.
He'd actually be more.
Yeah.
Than, Ryan. Big up to Uncle Rod says, big up Kopish. Glad you like that. So Cal, you like the thumbnail. Uncle Rod's thumbnail was joke for his last video. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, is it? I haven't even seen it.
Him dragging slot through the streets, bro.
What's that?
It's him dragging slot through the streets.
You're joking.
Yeah. Jacques says, Cal, that hairline, my lord, brother. I think I just need a trim, bro. Like, I'm good.
Damn, that's a bit of
Uncle Roz, I like the thumbnail still. I like the thumbnail.
AJ says, big up Kopish. I'm 1 year away from being a doctor. Aye, that is big.
Big up, man.
Big up AJ, man.
Big up AJ, man.
Hey, you know what, brother? Is there any chance they can fast track you? Because we need some surgery on this rotted squad, bro. So
that's big. Noor says, Slot saying we about next season not leaving. Not leaving.
He does say that a lot, to be fair. He has said that a lot, which scares me, bro.
Big up Chris says, Slot stays. I'm taking a sabbatical, mental health first. I think a lot of people will
Chris,
be.
That is a very good idea.
Noor says, FSG never care about fan opinion. For example, spend with Klopp. Didn't they just freeze the ticket prices? Jacques says, Drifty and Matt, you need to give Cal a YouTube curfew. Anything after 11 p.m. Can put the channel in jeopardy. That brother needs his old man sleep. Cool. Shout out to Football Bloods. Big up yourself. Says FSG has a PR in Cal for sure. Big up Kopish. Big love. Big up yourself, bro.
Big up yourself, G. And don't worry, we're still gonna reach out to you as well, bro. Don't worry about it. We'll still do something, bro.
Bruno Slot will be sacked before GTA 6.
Oh no, we're gonna get GTA 6 before Slot. Before Slot is sacked.
GTA 6 comes out in November.
He'll still be here. They'll give him till Christmas, man.
I can't live in that world.
Because we'll still be in the Champions League and all that.
But
Megalodon says, hold the faith, Cal. FSG for life. Slot at idiot. Shawnee said, Ram is still Rogers in. Look.
That's crazy.
I see where the toxicities happened in this stream. As I said, I knew it'd be directed towards me because I've been very outspoken with my views and opinions on certain things. I didn't think it was appropriate for it to happen, but I just wanted to also hold up a mirror and show others what they'd been spewing out over the last few months and couple of years as well. And I think we've all achieved and seen that. None of us are perfect today. We will have we will have skeletons in the closet, so to speak.
Nah, your skeleton is for
no. I don't even. No, Cal, I don't even think we've got skeletons. It's just aired out. Everyone knows. That's what the problem is that people attack us for what we think is fine.
I'm just saying, none of us are flawless. No pun intended.
No, of course not.
Yeah, no. I've made mistakes. I gave him longer than I should have. I shouldn't have given him up to the new year. I can accept that. New Year resolution, one Slot. Up until that point, I gave him. I admit that I shouldn't have given him that long, but that's how I am as a person, bro.
I'm just saying we'd already been whacked up by Forest and PSV by that time. So.
Yeah, but to be fair, at least Drift's saying he made a mistake. You say you made a mistake, Carl? Or are they still your owners?
They are still my owners.
Okay, so they're still your owners for you, yeah? Fairs. I hear it still. Same owners I get with the salary. I hear it still.
I disagree with that. I do disagree with that.
They've definitely picked Slot over Salah, bro.
Do you disagree with them keeping Arnie Slot as well, or you cool with that as well?
I disagree fully with that.
But you still back the owners though.
In the same way that you may be annoyed with your wife for not doing certain things, but you still have love for her. Yeah.
Raw, you saying FSG is that important? Fair.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just using that as an example.
We all have friends that say FSG.
We're still friends.
FSG keeping Slot is like wifey stepping out.
Not to Carl.
I think that's a different.
What is it? A misdemeanor?
I think it's
anything FSG do, Carl's calm.
No,
have you not noticed?
I'm not calm.
He just puts it to one side and was like, he basically does this. Do you know what he basically does? He basically does. We'll work on that. That's what he does.
As I said, I've signed the petition twice. You may not even know there was a petition. So,
You signed a petition. You mean you went against your owners? You couldn't have.
Or maybe you do know there's a petition you thought. How dare
No, somebody send me it. I'll sign it right now.
Or
I'll sign it right now.
You haven't, because it goes against your owners.
I've signed it twice. I've signed it under my name.
But why would you go against your owners that you want to keep? Why would you do that?
I'm not going against my owners. I'm going against the decision that they're making.
That's going against them because it's their decision.
So, Cal, where are you going to stand with the owners? All jokes aside, let's get real for a minute.
Cal, what kind of answer is that? Nah.
No, if Floyd's in charge of the first game of the season, Cal, what are you? How are you
clocking onto Cal?
Matt, could you let Drifty land, please?
If the first game of the season, Cal, August the 17th or whatever it is, and Slot is in charge, honestly, how are you going to feel about the ownership?
I'll be disgusted that we've kept him.
But you won't be FSG out.
I told you, Drift. That confirms to me, Cal definitely signed a petition with a VPN. 100%.
I don't even have a VPN.
You don't want to be trained. You don't want to be trained.
100%. They can't know that it's him. You're mad.
I used my government name when I signed a petition.
No, you didn't, bro.
100%.
That's crazy.
Can't believe it.
Who knows what the future holds, man? Shout out to Jamie in the chat, says who goes first, Slot or my hopefully Slot. Kop-ish TX says Slot out by FSG in. Is it Uchi 1 or is it one mic, Cal? That's actually a really good one. I'm not gonna lie.
really. I'm telling you, Cal, just have a think about it, bro. I feel like you put way too much faith in FSG.
I've thought about it.
Has it got to be the biggest U-turn in the world's history?
It's the biggest heel turn ever, bro. Since
he went from the biggest FSG outer to the biggest FSG in. I don't understand
what they've done. Well, I do understand because you have to remember, man's getting interviews with Virgil van Dijk now. The game changed, you know.
A little money spend, you know. That's crazy.
Did you say a little money spending?
They took man shopping.
We broke the record twice in the summer.
No, took man shopping.
You said they brought in the right man to replace Klopp and we won the league. You said we had the best transfer window. You said we had the best squad. You said we're going to win the league.
And we did all that. And we did all that. But that was 2 years ago.
No, that was the summer just gone.
No, him being replaced was 2 years ago. He's been there 2 years.
No, but you said we're going to win the league based on what we've done.
No, but everybody thought we'd win the league this season.
Exactly. So my point is, they did their job. The manager's not done his.
FSG
but now we're finding out a lot of stuff, Cal. We're finding out that there was no game plan for the strategy of the transfers.
No one's not
gotten rid of this guy yet.
So hold on, there was no game plan, but we were speaking to Verts and Frimpong from what? November time.
They're not the worst owners in the world. We can admit
because
that.
Everyone wanted
don't you find that they're making a lot of errors though? Like as of late, and like
they're making a catalog of
one of the biggest ones, Cal, right now is this manager. And if he does, let's say, obviously we have to give it time, but let's say next season, and let's say GTA 6 is out in November, and bro, if he's still here, you're telling me that you're not gonna? That's not a massive like red flag, Cal.
It's a red flag, but. We'll see.
Do you know why you're doing this question? Ain't this the same thing from?
No's asking the question. Super chat. If Slot wins the league next season, you guys slot in. I don't think he lasts that long. So no,
I don't even think he'd even get there. We have to be realistic. Is that realistic?
So let me ask you guys a question. If we sack Slot and getting a manager that you're happy with, where are you going to stand on the situation with FSG?
Bro, I will never be FSG in until I see consistent caring for the club.
No matter what
it
they
can't
do.
be just one summer.
No, bro.
It can't be one summer.
And Matt, you can back me up on this.
You know what's mad? You say it can't just be
Remember, I
one
wasn't
summer.
FSG in, and I was actually getting a lot of people that was like annoyed at me. And I was like, one
No,
summer's
no.
not going to make me FSG in.
I'm just gonna be real with you guys. You man saying you can't be FSG based on one summer, fine. But I just remember someone on this panel saying McAllister's world class and then even played a full season at Liverpool. Say,
Oh my day!
Chris says, fellas, it's cool if I pull the plug on my football channel. If I plug the football
I can't
channel, in the
believe
back.
you would say that.
Would love to have you on one day, Chris. I need to get back to you, Chris. But yes, definitely plug the channel in the chat.
Yeah.
100%,
Come on,
always.
Big up, man.
If we can help you promote that, then yeah, man. Big up yourself, Chris. Chris has been here from day.
Yeah.
Like I remember, Chris has been around for time.
I remember when we signed Nunes and he hadn't even played football for Liverpool, and I was told he'll do more for us than Haaland will for Man City. But hey, look, have you guys got anything coming up?
No,
on your
no
channel?
one said that. No one said that.
Listen, hey, we also got told a lot of things. We also got told that it's better to buy a combative DM than Gravenberch. Hey, Cal?
I mean, that's not aged that badly, man, if I'm going to be honest.
Was we won the season with that combative DM in Ugarte?
Someone on this panel calls him the number one Usio. Have you guys...
I hear it. Free. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, on Wednesday. Yeah, let's just all right, cool. Because I see how this is gonna end. It's not gonna end very well for anybody. What am I doing? Wednesday, City Palace. Is a title over? Probably. I'll be doing the game, but we'll wait and find out. But yeah, catch me on my channel. Big up Wednesday. I think kickoff's at 8 o'clock. So yeah, that's the game I'm doing on Wednesday.
That's Chris's channel, by the way. Let's Get Footy. So make sure you guys subscribe to that channel as well.
Big up Chris, man.
Big up Chris.
Quick question. Sorry. Is the title over? I hate to say, is it actually over?
Yeah.
You think you don't think City? You don't think you're gone?
No, because the referees will find another way to scam it regardless, bro. So yeah. Just a quick question though, guys. Yeah, we're talking about this.
So you don't think it was a foul drift?
What you mean? The same thing Arsenal have done all season?
No. Just answer. Was it a foul? Yes or no?
No. And I'll tell you why it's not a foul. Because
Drift.
if you actually watch back, no. If you actually watch back the footage, the only reason why he even became in the position where he could do what he was doing is because Trossard was bear hugging him and literally pushing him and pushed him into the goalkeeper. If you also go and look, Gabriel is tugging his shirt. If you go and there's about 3 or 4, Declan Rice has got a bear hug around someone. I can't remember. There are so many fouls that a penalty should have been given for that it is absolutely irrelevant whether Raya was too weak to catch a ball. He actually got both his hands to because he had a little bit of an arm there. Gabriel did the exact same thing to Man United opening day. Nothing was said. If you go through the season, and so I don't give a shit.
For me, it's the consistency. If that's the foul,
away with that all season.
Yeah, Arsenal been doing it all season, and then the referees have changed. Yeah, I think the problem is for me the consistency
has been an issue. But yes, they was.
They've been doing it all season.
All season, Arsenal won't be top of the league. So I'm keeping the same energy.
Drift. Once again, it's 2 different points, though. Yes, they was a foul.
because they both aligned.
No. Carl's right in my opinion. It was a foul. The problem is though is that if that's a foul, there's so many other fouls that should have been given, but they weren't.
Let me give you an easy analogy. There's a policeman with a speed gun at the end of the road. Yeah, Cal flies past him at 100 miles an hour, gets pulled over, gives him a warning. Matt flies past 101 miles an hour, pulls him up, pulls you over, gives you a warning. I fly past at 92 miles an hour, puts me in handcuffs, I go to jail. Why am I going to jail when everybody was speeding? But so you can't go with it. No, it is what it is. They've been fouling all season, so that should have still been given no foul because they've been getting away with that all season. You don't change the rules and make it a foul today. No, fuck all that, man.
No, but just because me and Matt got away with it.
It ain't a foul now.
But just because me and Matt are getting away with it doesn't mean you still haven't done wrong. So you're basically what I'm saying.
If the same policeman catches all 3 of us, why am I being punished?
No, but it can't be the same policeman because hence why the way how it has to work is it's the referee. Drift, you're not.
They're all one umbrella.
No, Drift. You're not wrong
in all the games, though, Drift.
What I'm saying is, and this is where we should all be agreeing, Arsenal have been doing that all season to other teams and haven't been punished. The moment it happens to them, the other team gets punished. That is what I think is unfair. So Arsenal have been committing fouls on a lot of goalkeepers all season, and nothing happens. The moment it happens to them, it's a foul. And don't get me wrong, what I'm saying is it was a foul, in my opinion, on Raya, but so was Gabriel on the Aston Villa goalkeeper and the Man United goalkeeper. Hell, Raya punched João Pedro in the head early on in the season. There's so many things that they've gotten away with. But
like I said before, there's
it's
about
the consistency
fouls,
for me, bro.
There's about
not
3
like
or 4 fouls on West Ham players in that incident.
It's
Like,
just,
if you
you know what
actually
is
go
the
to that corner again, Arsenal are fouling constant throughout the whole of that whole thing.
It's the consistency for me. That the inconsistency.
How can you grab a man like this?
Pause.
Arsenal players are actually got their arms around West Ham players like this, dragging them to the ground. How the fuck? Like, I'm sorry.
That sounds mad still.
They absolutely, they've absolutely right. And do you want to know the crazy thing as well? Everyone in that moment was only thinking about how to save Arsenal. West Ham could arguably get relegated because of that point being taken away. Do you know how scandalous it is for a team to lose their whole Premier League existence over a dodgy fucking decision?
No, I hear you, Drift. But again, I don't think it's a dodgy decision. I do think it was a foul.
But what about all the fouls on the other players then, Cal?
Drift. Again, you're
in the same incident.
Drift.
No, I think they were all fouls. That was a foul just like the others. But
that's what I'm saying is, call out the inconsistencies. That's absolutely fine. But as an isolated incident, that was a foul on Raya yesterday.
Okay, I'll give you another stat.
Drift. If that happened to Alisson or Mamadashvili, we would be.
We're crashing out. We have to be honest. We're crashing out.
It would be.
But if we've been getting away with it all season, we just have to keep our mouths quiet.
Drift, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't.
And here's we're a team of integrity, so we wouldn't do that scumbag.
Drift,
no, but you'd like to think you would, but when it happens to you, it's different though.
Let me give you another example. And again, this one I haven't fact checked, but what I saw of it, it looked like it was quite accurate. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But I also saw a stat today that said any 50-50 decision with either a referee or a VAR, Arsenal have had 41 go their way on a 50-50 split where it could be subjective. The closest to them is Man City with 13. Does that not seem like the craziest discrepancy between 50-50s going in? They've had over 30 more 50-50 split decision discrepancies go their way than any other team in the league.
That's
I don't care if it makes me sound bitter. I'll take the hit for everyone.
If no one's saying that they haven't been doing the madness.
I didn't know that though. I didn't know that genuinely.
No one's saying they haven't been doing the madness this season. No one's saying that they haven't been doing the madness this season. I'm just saying as a one-off incident, that was definitely a foul on Raya. As much as I wished it wasn't, it was definitely a foul.
It was also a penalty on all the other players being fouled in the box, so it is what it is.
Yes.
Congratulations on your title, Arsenal. Your PGMOL title.
The league's the league, man. Makama says Nunes better than Isak. Isak has no kneecaps and one lung.
That's mad.
That's your burner account, 100%.
If I ask you lot to say at the end of 3 years at the club, who will have more goal contributions, Nunes or Isak, who would you lot pick?
Say again, sorry?
Nunes, because he's the best striker.
If I said at the end of 3 years, I asked you who will have more goal contributions for Liverpool out of Nunes and Isak, who would you pick?
I still can't believe we speak about Nunes in 2026.
I'm just asking a random question.
If Isak is given 2 years and he's fit, because obviously it depends on, you have to get contact. If Isak is fit, he'll outscore or get more.
No. Forget that, because injuries is why.
So basically, if he's injured, then that's kind of a invalid point. If someone gets injured for
because keeping him knowing he's
injured, but you don't know. That's kind of silly though, because you don't know that, because it's like saying
keeping Naby, we all knew what would happen. We still kept him, and then look what happened.
It's been one season, not two.
We already know what's going to happen.
Why are we talking about Darwin in big 2026 though?
No, I just asked a question. I mean, if you think it's Isak, just say Isak.
No, but I said if Isak is fit and available, I'm going with Isak.
But that's way too much of an if. So let's go on what we know, and the reality is, chances are he will.
But I don't know if he's going to be at next season.
I can clear this one up. Nunes played for Klopp, probably one of the most attacking managers ever. If we're really going to compare the two, should we not compare a full season of Nunes under Slot and a full season of Isak under Slot? Because Nunes' season under Slot, he got 5 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League. Isak, that was in 30 games. Isak this season has got 3 goals and 1 assist in 14 games. In a way worse setup.
That's a very political answer, but fair enough.
It's not a political answer. Those are facts.
No, but that's
he got 7 GA in 30 games in Liverpool's title-winning season, where we were at our best.
I mean, those 30 games. Those 30 games. The majority was on the bench. He weren't playing week in, week out. He was coming off the bench. So those minutes.
Isak's played 14 games this season. As Isak even completed the 90 minutes for Liverpool in the Prem.
No, he hasn't. But I'm saying it's a little bit disingenuous to say 30 appearances for Nunes because we know that was mad.
Should we have a look at minutes played then?
Yeah, we can. And I didn't even say it was Nunes. I just asked the question, and I thought it would have just been unanimously Isak.
No, I know.
I'm quite surprised it even became like a bit of a tussle. Like I thought you would have just said.
I'm surprised the question.
No, I'm just surprised that Nunes even came up.
I'm surprised the question.
Well, Makuma brought it up, innit?
No, he didn't. He didn't bring up that.
He did. He just said Nunes over Isak. So I just said to you, look, let me just actually say we're comparing the two. Do you think Isak will outscore Nunes?
Last season, he played in the Premier League 1,118 minutes.
Which isn't a lot. It's actually less than I thought it would have been.
This season, Alexander Isak has played 702 minutes.
400 minutes but difference in terms of game time. Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, we can sign Nunes back in the 3 and watch him miss open goals again in the summer.
No. We don't need to bring Nunes back. We don't.
No, might as well, man.
People were saying bring him back because he would have done better than Isak because he creates the chaos, innit?
This season he would have because Isak's been injured and hasn't been good. But Slot wouldn't have played him anyway, would he?
Baz says it's a foul on Raya, then it's a penalty for West Ham. The best decision would be to let the game go.
Facts.
Right, people, we're going to wrap things up there. Hold on, one more. Shout out to Long Distance. Liverpool says, guys, I think I'm in the minority here, but I think Slot is a winner and he will turn it around next season.
Long Distance, you are definitely in the minority. But again, I'm not going to beat the allegation, so I don't give a damn. If he's here for the first game of the season, then I hope he actually does turn it around because I want to win the league next year. And I don't want the 8 games we've got to lose before he gets sacked. So I don't want him here, but if he is here, I want him to win because I want Liverpool to win.
Man said ban him.
So,
yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to lie. Long distance Liverpool rivalry.
I don't want Liverpool to just keep on losing just so that he goes. I don't want my team losing.
Long distance Liverpool might actually be a troll or just must be smoking the loudest push going, man. So,
I mean, we know that he's super chatted bare time, so I don't think it is a fake thing. You know what I mean?
Fairs, man. Fairs. Yes, people, do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Going to be heading over to Monty's channel now, Big Six Bants. Let me just set up a little redirect. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going to be going on there for some Liverpool therapy.
Well, so I'll do it now. I'll do it now, Cal, because you've frozen. I'll do it. Let me quickly do it now.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Can I ask you another quick question? Can we truly enjoy the summer in terms of the transfers, knowing it will be this manager? Like, it could be Elise, for example. Is it not just still always going to be a dampener of like, but it's going to be under this regime? Are we even going to coach him well enough for it to even matter? Like, it's actually going to ruin everything about the summer, him being here. Everything about it. And especially that he's going to get more power. He actually said this time he'll get more control over who we get.
There's nothing to confirm he's going to get more power or control. There's nothing to confirm that.
Well,
there's literally nothing
about the ownership saying that they're going to let him do who he wants.
Who have those reports come from? Who have those reports come from saying that he's going to get more power and more of anything?
Obviously, I'd have to go and look through my timeline because
There
know
is
what I mean?
literally nothing to suggest he's going to get more power in transfers or anything. There's nothing out
No,
there.
there's nothing like that. No one said that. I haven't seen that. What
He's
you
not
just
going to get
talked
more
about.
power.
I ain't
Yep.
seen no more power. All I've seen is Liverpool were
to go
looking
back
to
through
get
and have a
wingers and stuff, but no,
Him
like
and
nothing to do with
Hughes
him.
work together to get players in. It's simple.
Yeah,
It's
like
been
the
that-
same thing, basically.
And when it said more power as well, it wasn't like he's like a dictator or anything. It was more like it will be specific to who he wants
Right.
to fit his style, because they don't feel like he's had the players who have fit his style. So I don't mean he'll just like have more
He
power
got that
than
last
everybody.
summer. He got that last summer. He just tried to change players and how they were playing. He got what he wanted last summer.
Stylistically, I don't think anybody we signed seems like a slot player. He's used them all wrong.
Because that's on him.
No, but so that would suggest it wasn't literally him going, I need him. Because then why'd he use him wrong?
Bro, he was the one that reached out to Wirtz, Kirkers and all them, man. He literally said it.
No, he said when they came to the training ground, he's the one who sat them down and explained the plan. But it was obviously Hughes who reached out to them.
No, I think
Hughes
he
is the
spoke
director
to
of
football.
football. He's the one who
way
did.
before that.
I think
He
he's
got
got
them
to
way
Fernand
before
and
that.
No, because the report, I remember when it was his dad was impressed when they met Slot at the training ground. That was when it said that they were impressed with Slot when they met at the training ground.
So you're telling me
Hughes was the one who did the legwork.
So hold on,
not
you're telling
Slot.
me in the whole period of sorting out the transfer, the first time Slot and Wirtz would have spoken is when Wirtz came to the training ground to do the medical.
I'm not saying that's the first time. No, not the medical. Remember when he actually went to a few
No.
clubs? I think he even went Manchester, and him and his dad, and they were going to all the clubs interested. And then that was when apparently Slot sat them down, went through how they would use him, and they were really impressed with what Slot said. I don't think they would have spoke to Slot in the whole negotiation. That would have been Hughes. That's Hughes' job.
Slot would have still had to have spoken to them.
Wow.
Long distance Liverpool says, think he did think players were mentally fragile after the Jota tragedy. I don't even think he properly trained them. Potentially.
It's dark, man. It's dark.
Bro.
I don't think anything will change between now and how we conducted business last summer.
Same. I think it's the same kind of thing.
It'll be the
Same.
exact same.
Just gonna go after wingers
Can't give him
and
more power and they ain't even signed a new contract or been given a new contract. Makes zero sense.
Again,
No way to get
power,
more.
not in the sense of he's the bigger man, just more, it will be more of what he wants in terms of like, if he suggests a player, they'll listen more the more presenting him with players and then he picks one in that way. And if it is that, then we are in trouble.
He's the one that wanted Frimpong.
How? Where's the proof for that? How do we know that?
He even spoke about Kirkers as well, bro. He said we wanted Kirkers for these reasons.
Yeah, no, but that's a little bit different because he's saying we're in the whole club. I know that the relationship Hughes has with Kirkers and his dad, that was definitely a Hughes thing. Like Hughes, I remember Kirkers' dad says something about Hughes, like he sees him as like a brother or something like that, like family. Like that was definitely Hughes that got Kirkers. 100%.
So you don't think Slot wanted Kirkers?
I'm not saying that Slot didn't like the idea of Kirkers, but Hughes already signed him at Bournemouth, knew him, friends of his family. It was definitely Hughes that brought Kirkers to Liverpool. Definitely, man.
boy.
I think Hughes was just going around flexing the wallet, and we loved it because it was great. Yeah, let's go get Isak, bun it, let's stunt on him. Let's do that. Like I think we're just doing a whole bunch of stunting. But
BC says still can't see Arsenal winning it, but I still can't see it, but I can be won't.
But I just think he means I can't.
But I can.
I
won't.
don't want to. I don't. I think it just means.
Does he say I want to see Carrick finish above Slot now? He's got 3 games a week, 3 games a week now.
Yeah. I think he basically I can't see Arsenal winning the league, but then I also can. And I don't think Carrick finishes above Slot when he's got to play 2 or 3 games a week, whereas he only had the 1 game a week this season.
That's fair.
Yeah, it'll be if they keep Carrick, it'll be a big thingy to see how he copes with playing European football as well. For true.
People, we're officially going to wrap up. Big up yourself. Smash that like button. Until we see you again. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish right, people. Take care.
Peace.
Love peace.